stuff. Okay. Hey, Sophie. Hey, Sophie. All right, well, let's hop into war. And let's check where we're at in placement. So we're at 7th. Let's hop back up to 3rd. Take on Nick. You doing good? What are you on your cheek? What was that? Hanson, you bring me your ball? Go for it, buddy. Oh! Alright, so we're going to go out to Proxima. Use the basic to get her in yellow, or apparently red. Alright, you know, flip. Throw the special out. Not sure if I really needed it, but yeah. I better throw that out. I actually landed it quite a bit. Took out Ebony with it. That was worth. I can smell all my breath. I smell chicken fingers. We just ate it together. Alright, so it looks like I got this pretty much in hand, so this should put on auto. I got it. Make more room over here, honey. Okay, flip that a little bit. Supply purchases. Haven't checked the shop yet, so let's see if we got anything good. I haven't been pulling any tier 15 materials, barely at all. So. That I saw Reminix's stream, props to Reminix. He had some data collected, and he was showing that it's somewhere around a 40% rate of getting per refresh of getting one tier 15 item in here. My experience is even less than that. Somewhere around 1 out of 5. You know, I'm sure it's just small sample size for me, but I don't see them very often. I say 1 out of every 4 or 5. Definitely not 40%. I'm probably more like 20 to 25%. The last week, which isn't a whole lot of count, but yeah, there's some variance even in that. It'd be nice if it was just guaranteed everyone saw 40% of your refreshes over time, but it's very much an RNG element of it as well. So it's definitely not coring just for the chance of 40% for one to drop. It's not worth it for me right now, but to each their own. Cool. All right, I want to hop in war here in a second. And try to get some attacks off before they take our armory. We got a very large punch-up fight going on, but I don't mind these. That actually allows me to. You want a good war, so but I mean, I've learned to appreciate some other parts of the nuance, which is basically I get to test a couple things. So in the live wars, you try not to test, but in these wars, I'll be able to. So that's what I'm gonna hop over here and do. I don't think I've bought enough, so I need to actually buy a couple things. I don't need these molecular scans. It's weird, I kind of have to buy something just to get these. How many more do I need to buy? 2 more things, okay. What's like the cheapest? I can buy these things for like I don't really want to spend gold right now on stuff I don't need, like imminently. So I might just buy some of these things for 1,000. Because these I have plenty quantity of. I mean, I could buy one of these things, but I'm not upgrading. I might do Punisher if he's really strong in military at some point. Like not for my first or second pass, but at some point I might move him up to tier 15. But definitely not doing Saber, even though he's low cost as well. So that molecular cloth isn't really needed. I mean, I could just keep buying them just because, but hopefully these become farmable at some point in larger quantities. I'm actually going to go after, buy one of those, and one of these. Cool, and that's my 3. I haven't done that in like a year, but nothing popped up today that I needed. And again, the tier 15 mats aren't pulling up there, and that's pretty much what I'm buying. So, all right, I do want to finish these Shatterstar fights because I don't even maxing these out. So let me just skip the talk and get through these. I'm probably going to be buying or coring up to the 100 level, or actually beyond the 100 level, so up to the level beyond 100, and trying to hit a 5-star Shatterstar. And so we'll see how this goes. I'll work on this one. I think they're all going to taunt, so I don't even know if it matters. Boom! I don't think it's going to do a whole lot. My Shatterstar is pretty low. And I'm assuming that's my Shatterstar. I don't know if that's mine or somebody else's, like the AI. I'll go for the big one here. Yeah, CM's hard-coded to go after Greg. It's like best counter for Captain Marvel is Hela. I might need to use her in that matchup because I put Hela on offense now, and I forgot that that's actually how it works. So cool. These are pretty easy so far. We'll see how the next levels go, but kind of breezing through it. I could play these on auto, and for the most part I did, but cool. So kind of work my way up to, I think 80 is a 4-star unlock. We're not unlocked, but 4-star upgrade. So let's keep grinding up towards that. I did buy 2 offers of Shatterstar, but I have not bought long shots. That's why I'm a little further ahead on him. Mojo is a freaky looking devil. Alright, let's get past this song. Sorry, not my favorite. Like all the jams except for that one. Alright, I'm forced to attack the blob here, so it's going to take a bit. Try to get some of the stuff off him. Sweet, got it all. And this should do some nukage here. At least kill blob. Cool, and just work our way around. Still a basic out. Ding ding. Probably need to try his abilities like in 1x just to see the graphics. 14 more. Ooh, a one-shot him. It's weird that a Greg randomly spawned there. I don't know if I've ever seen that where a Greg just randomly drops. And like no Hela, just Greg. I think it's the first for me. That's not a big deal, but it's very funny. I wonder if that was a bug. I think it's a bug. And let's give her to GG. GG, GG. And I think this is all enemies. Primary target, so I'll use a special. And I'm really on the fence of buying launch. I know he's great, but I don't want to keep encouraging these very expensive character offers. No, that's not a bug. It's actually they're just throwing Gregs out there. Very strange. I don't know what the purpose of that is. I love that kill animation. That actually is my favorite kill animation with Hela out of everyone's animations. The snap is good too, but I loved Hela from Ragnarok, so I'm a little partial to her kind of knife abilities. But the abilities, I'll try to slow it down this time and show the animations on 1x for Longshot and Shatterstar because I haven't really showed them. It's really hard to see Longshot's knife tosses on 3x. He just kind of whips them out, and it's like kind of motion blur. You can't really pick it up on the naked eye. All right, so attacking Red Guardian here. Try to clear some stuff off him with CM. He's almost dead. All right, put him to 1x. And apply defense up. Okay, so we're going to try that. I'm going to aim after Elena. Oh, so he turns his swords into like a... No, I thought it was like a spear. Huh. I'll have to watch that again. I actually lost what was going on there. Looked like he pulled long shot in. I don't know exactly what what kind of animation or attack style they're going for. That looked kind of funny. All right, I'm going to put defense down. Oh, I can speed it up now. And try to get MRG out of there. All right, then I'll slow it down for a long shot here in a second. Got to move a 7 Red Star Dock. All right, and so I'll put this to 1x. Use a special from Shatterstar. Huh, okay. You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of, gosh, it was a Draven from like League of Legends. It reminds me of his ult. And this one is a single target. I want to do the AoE again. So kind of like a backflip inverted like toss. Cool. I guess just some flavor, you know, nothing crazy, but just some flavor. I have no idea about the lore of Longshot and Shatterstar, so these are new characters to me. Don't know much about them, so I don't know thematically if like these animations and like artwork like matches up with them at all, if it's widely different in the comics. So kind of curious about that. All right, on the last node, it's been a very easy event. Usually I can just auto these things. Sorry, dog hair. And I think I loaded this team. I don't even think I made any changes to it. So yeah, definitely a very easy one. I don't think anyone that's in mid game or later will have a problem with this event. It's been pretty smooth sailing. Oh, so they loaded in with like heavy debuffs, and they're just gonna like spawn. Okay, so I get it. So they're gonna spawn a whole team. Damn, they spawned hell out with Greg. Well, that's kind of cool. I like this mechanic. Whoever came up with that, that's really neat. And they actually got to go first. Sinisters are normally pretty slow, but he got to go first, so that's neat. Ooh, but they're not doing any damage, so it's no big deal. All right. That might not have been the best idea because the hell is going to spawn Greg again. I'll go after Sinister with a single target. Ooh, slow down. Yeah, so it's some kind of like team up ability where they flash in and like do some kind of sword strike, which is kind of cool. Hey puppies, how you doing, man? I like that. I saw you post one of your attacks with Hydra. That was an impressive. What was that? 270k? I forgot how much you punched up in. You posted in DD. That was a really nice attack, man. $170. Yeah, I'm building my baby Hydra up right now, so I don't have Grenadier at all, but I'll be new to the team. Normally I've been running Zemo still with symbiotes, but I'm trying to kick him off. The little fledgling Zemo. He's 90k, so he's ready, but I'm actually building up Anti-Venom, so I'm trying to get Anti-Venom to be able to beat things reliably in war. And then I'll create a Hydra team just for Zemo. Excuse me. So I'm going to buy this energy past the 100 level, and then I'll stop there. How many times? So hundreds. And one more. So I'll stop at the 200 levels where I'm going to cap out at. I normally don't do that high. I just stop at the 50s. But it was around 150k, but it was huge. That was a really nice attack. Did you have a good week, man? Hope you guys had some fun this week leading into Christmas, and it wasn't too much of a grind for you. We got an off war, so kind of just hanging out. I'm gonna hop in and do some war attacks here in a second, but it's definitely an off war for us. Oh, the Bichon. Am I getting that? Am I pronouncing that okay? Bichon Frise or something like that? I forgot the exact breed, but I remember the little dog you were showing me. That's pretty cool. Are you having to drive far, or is it in town close by where you're at? Um, that's an awesome thing. I'm sure that'll make your mom happy. That's really cool. 4 hours, yeah. That's part of the fun though. In the journey too, though, is actually making a drive. I drove about 4 hours, a few years back for one of the puppies I was picking up for myself out in Winnemucca, and it's just it's it's a long journey, but it's satisfying coming back with them. But yeah, take some kind of like you probably already thought about it, but take some kind of like dog bed or blanket for them so they can ride back comfortable in your car with you and have like a little kind of safe spot. That's one thing I think I thought about when I did mine is I brought like a little dog bed for them so then they because they weren't comfortable with you quite yet. And that way they can feel like cozy and like safe in your car on the ride back. And the dog will probably sleep pretty much the whole way back if they're comfortable. Cargo bay. I really don't want to do a cleanup attack here. I want to do my own attack, so I kind of hold off. Hopefully, someone cleans that up. The cat that made the attack, but he probably made one attack already, and then his other free attack he failed. So now we're all kind of stuck sitting here. But we're not. We're doing a zero refill war, so I don't want to use one of my only attacks doing this for cleanup. I want to test some things. So hopefully they buy an attack and just clean it up, or else they open up more rooms. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you're thinking well, way far ahead. That's a good idea. Yeah, it's definitely the way to go, though. It's cool that you're thinking about that. So the breeder checked out. They were you don't have to worry about them just taking your money anymore. They're the real deal. I did this. Mojos I've drained. Um, I think I need to do my RTA and my raids, and then waiting on war. I'll do beta raid. So I'm actually doing okay on beta raid, but the thing I'm noticing the most is now that we're doing more text per node, the biggest first or no, struggle I'm having now is, I mean, obviously we're not 100%ing it, but I mean, just energy. Like I haven't used a single attack, and I'm still only at 31 energy. So like, yeah, that's another thing I'm gonna have to get used to here is balancing out my energy levels from one raid to the next. Yeah, yeah. I know a lot of people wanted the increased difficulty level, but like I don't have a problem with it was nice being able to have one mode in the game where we could just auto it reliably. We could just hop in the shower, go do your dishes or whatever, just click auto, and then it would, handle it for you, which was really nice. Having to manually fight these is a grind. I think that's the trade-off that I don't like is that, yes, we needed to increase difficulty tiers, but like, I think the community didn't realize that while we're asking for these increased difficulty tiers, it's never really balanced with rewards. And Marvel Strike Force and Scope Leaf Oxnex has always done this to us. They always increase the challenge like 500% from what it was before, like U6 to the original U7. What was it, like 1,000% jump in difficulty level? It was just asinine how much harder U7 was compared to U6 when they first launched it. Because we're all a lot of the players were, the endgame players were saying, "Hey, we've been autoing this thing for 6 months. It's time we got a new challenge." So they just came out with a new U7 that was, I think it was like, wasn't it like the original U7? I feel like was built for like a challenge tier for like gear and levels that weren't going to be in the game for like 8 to 12 months. And okay, that's fine. We were all struggling, got our teeth kicked in. That's fine, but they never compensate the rewards to match the difficulty level. And I don't have problems with this being a struggle, but it's like you're doing the massive boss fight in Final Fantasy, pick an MMO, whatever it is. If there's no chest at the end of it with some piece of rad gear or whatever it is, it's like deflating. It's like I just did all that work. I ground out this 30-minute fight with this boss, finally beat it, accomplishment, feather in the cap, and here's a toothpick for a reward. It's like usually you just set down the game. So, and I'm not promoting that, but like hopefully, I don't know. It just feels like constantly the only there is definitely a very high resistance internally with Scopely and Foxnext to not provide adequate rewards for the challenge. I think that's my main frustration, at least personally. I can't speak for everyone else, but I don't mind that the game gets more challenging, but the rewards need to increase. Like, it's frustrating that the DD4 rewards aren't better than the DD3 rewards. Yeah, you get a character, but like, we should be the amount of gear you're having to invest in the to get into DD to upgrade a tune to tier 15 now is another multiple of what it was for DD3 in tier 14 gear. So that's just my main thing, is that the rewards are not scaling with the difficulty, and to be honest, they never have. So it just feels like we're just getting harder games and more of a grind, and there's not enough benefit or reward or kind of like compensation to the players to feel like your roster is progressing, but also like it continues that positive dopamine feeling, like big chest at the end of the rainbow, hooray! Well, I want to keep playing this game. It's like they don't care about that at all, which is so strange. Like, even if it was just like cosmetics, like a skin or whatever it is, like it wasn't like straight roster progression. But they don't give us anything. I mean, it's like the rewards for these is just a slap in the face. Like, I think it was like 1,000 or 750 or 1,000 more gold per node for completing these. I mean, like, we're end game players getting 3,500 gold reward for completing a node. It's just silly, man. Like, why even have gold here? It's such a piddly amount that is not even like, you can't buy even a single piece of gear. I mean, maybe if you did all your nodes, that's one piece of gear, per day that you can buy in the store. Maybe, probably not even that. But it's just, it's strange that like they have these in here, and this is like what a gold reward would be when the game first started during launch. It's like, why hasn't this scaled with the amount of gold we're spending on anything in the game? It's a very bizarre system they have. It's just they don't care. That's not what they're designed for. It's okay, but like, that's the frustration part, is for me at least. Yeah, sorry, that's my long rant. Only challenge they know how to do is make content for levels and gear that you don't have yet. Yeah, and that's what they do. It's because I don't want to say they're lazy, but they obviously have a small development contingent of their staff that's aimed at developing new content. So they're very character focused, geared, and they're very non-focused on other modes of improving the game, sadly. So at least that's my experience, and that's my takeaway. It might not be everyone else's, but my takeaway is we've waited 2 years for some new modes of content, and it's very slow in coming. Yeah, Greeks are very, very much. And I'll be honest, I don't know. Like, you say level 80 and G15, but endgame players, even with their core spending, and I imagine a couple of those top 5 alliances are spending a lot of cores just to buy stuff to get in. But I guess, man, that's not true. I take that back, because if you can't heal, maybe you can't revive either. I haven't tried to revive a character. I know you can't heal them in between nodes, but I don't know if you can't revive. So I'm assuming if you can't heal, you can't revive a character too. So maybe that's why no one's cleared, is because you can't revive a character, and that would make sense. Because I was thinking if those guys would clear it anyways with tier 14 and level 80, whatever they have, in spending it. But yeah, it's very much designed for. I mean, it starts at what, 150, 120, something like that, and then it's pushing 250. I think it's pushing 250 up here. Oh, 300. So yeah, 230 to 312 is the range. That's pretty wide range, man, and that's so much stronger than what we have. Like, and I don't know, because they always play with the stats, so I don't know if that's exactly accurate compared to like our character powers. But like, for damage, because sometimes they don't increase the stat levels equally. It's like health might have a larger increase than damage or resistance. So I'm not sure if they just increase it 1-to-1 for every stat. But yeah, we're level 80 in G15 is not a 300k character. I think level 80 in G15 is what, 100 is that 150 to 170k for us? I don't know exactly. I haven't looked it up, but it's nowhere near 312. So I'm not saying that you can't. I don't know, man. Maybe like full squads, everyone has a bunch of these things. It'll be interesting. I guess time will tell. And you're probably right, because my alliance already hit 71% completion on this without. But again, like, because it's scaling so much harder as you go up, it's probably level 80 G15. You're right, but I think these stat levels are just throwing me off a little bit because if this was accurate compared to our character power, we should be getting one shot, you know, because they're 3 times as strong, or at least twice as strong. If we have a 140k character, 280k, they should be, you know, doing twice as much as our 140k Rhino would be doing. But again, I don't know if the stat levels are, you know, damage is twice as much as ours or what. So I guess I'll have to play around with it more and see. All right, let's get in the action. So it's kind of still early nodes. I'm trying to save some of my stuff, and I don't do much skill characters, so I might as well use skill. I'm going to save my Thanos and Ebony for later, and I don't really use Loki, so I can use him. Don't use Ghost Rider, can use him. I don't use Zemo. And were there villains I could use Punisher on? I can't remember. No, it's all heroes. So Punisher's not a good pick. Yeah, I could probably save Loki to combo with Hela later. I'll run Taskmaster, see if he can throw out some... I'm actually going to run Shield Security. I'll try that. I mean, this is just a one node. If I win, this team won't go past one node. But just trying to use some other characters on my roster before the power gets higher. And again, this is, I think, my only skill node. So I got to use them while I can. And my skill portion of my roster is trash. So, all right, I'm going to try to land this over on Luke Cage. And then on Daredevil, I got lucky, hit all 4. How many villains do I have? I've got 2 villains, 3 villains. So I think I just need to ability block Daredevil so he doesn't nuke my butt. And throw out the special. Yeah, okay, that's good. He even had Ghost Rider, so that worked out really well for me. There goes Daredevil. I can use this Shield Security on the slow and stun him. Good. And then, oh, I got to kill him because JJ's going to kill him here, or cleanse everything. I forgot. Do I have another turn? I do. All right, so I'm going to stun Punisher. Kill. I was going to try to. Oh, he got him. I didn't know that Ghost Rider was going to pull an assist. I got lucky there. Woo, got smoked. 5 left. I probably need to get this Iron Fist out of here sooner rather than later. Oh, I'm not going to win the node. Damn it. Oh, Corvus with the that must have crit. Miss Marvel's slap just, oh gosh, buries me 6 feet under. Oh, that's so much fun, I swear. Okay. And that's part of what I'm probably doing is, yeah, I'm trying to like baby this and use different parts of my roster. I think I one-shot this barely last time with a different team. I didn't start on this node. I started on these first nodes when I was using like lower teams, so it's probably too high for my skilled characters. I'll use another scrap team here, but oh gosh, I got killed. That was not good. Okay, we'll try this. It's another junk team, but hopefully with Taskmaster's old here, I can put out some blinds. And then I need to burn Iron Fist down. JJ's going to resist the blind. And, I think I need to focus on Kamala Khan. Cool. That worked. Try to stun. That was also great. I'm going to save his blind and just work on Iron Fist. Because JJ's going to resist regardless. Throw the special. No. All right. Perfect timing. All right. Now throw out the blind. Throw out the heal block. Okay. At least Iron Fist didn't land on him. Or land on him, not the others. And I need to get Iron Fist out. He's the most important one. And then I'll probably work on JJ. Oh. Apparently not. Stun her so she doesn't heal. I'm not going to land any CC on Jessica, but I still need to kill her. So we'll try to get her out of the game here. And I'll just throw this out there. Okay. All right. So 2-shot is not great, but I didn't use any of my high value tunes or teams, so that's a win. I could have saved Loki and Thor for later for Mystic, but I haven't been using them. I've been using Black Order style tunes. So let me check. This is mostly Villain, Mystic, Text, Sinister Six, Mordo, Minerva. I think Mordo, Minerva, and Ronan are going to be the three you got to watch out for here. Everyone else, not too big of a deal. All right, so let's scrap that team. Oh. And start with that. And then kind of put together the rest of the team here. Throw Hella in there. And who was I using before? I haven't tried Minerva. I'm gonna try Minerva. Voltron's probably better, but I just want to try Minerva here, just to. She's pretty low power, and I really just want to test her out more than anything. I'm thinking about taking my Minerva up. I think she's gear 13. She's not even 14 yet, so I'm considering taking her into DD4. But I haven't made up my mind, so I might bring her up here soon to at least tier 14. But there's no real rush. Offense down, I think will hurt his focus, so I'll try that. Can throw out the special to heal up Ebony and start focusing again. Ronan's probably going to clear all the debuffs here in a second. Perfect. Only one heal block landed on Doc. And I'm going to spread the offense down. Got rid of Mordo, which was really nice. Okay, I did not get rid of Mordo. I don't know why I forgot of Minerva there. It's silly of me. All right, I'm going to throw out the heal. And let's focus on Minerva so she doesn't keep getting strong again. I don't think I'm playing this right. She's got defense up, so I guess I'll go back to Mordo. Try to flip everything I can. Cool. I don't need to heal here, so I'm just going to work on Minerva again. She annoys me, so die in a blazing fire, please. All right, we'll go after Mordo next. Oh, and over here, just going to throw it. I should probably use a special first to get offense up, so that was probably a misplay for me. Doc had already used his ult, that's why I missed it, but I forgot he gets 80% turn meter on his, after he uses his special, so I still probably should have used it just for his own ult. They're hanging there okay. Renon's got his taunt up. Going to keep using Minerva to heal up, so that's working all right. I don't think I need to use the ult right now. It's going to burn down Rhino. And then, okay, so now I will use the ult up, or offense up. He had blind anyways, so that worked well. And going to try to get back over onto Mordo. Damn it. Yeah, so that time he didn't have offense down, and he landed the heal block on everybody, which hurt. I need to kill him earlier, and that was painful. I need to get him out of the fight. So here, this gets through heal block, but I'm actually going to skip it because there's not very many of them, so I'm not going to gain much. So I'm going to try to get Mordo out of the fight, get the next wave, and then I'll use Ebony's ult. I'm short on time. Gosh, I've only killed 2 characters. This is just taking freaking forever. This stupid clock is a pain in the ass. Sorry for cursing, but like these fights, feels just like the old U7 where it comes out and you're so underpowered that the fights take forever because these stupid health bars are just massive. And you just need a long, long time to get through these fights. So I guess you can play it on auto, but like that's part of the problem is that you're playing it on auto and then you start getting your team killed off and you can't go very far. So this is a problem. They need to fix the timer on these fights. I'm sure they won't because they never did it on U7. But this is ridiculous. And this isn't an overly difficult fight. It's just you need more time. You need 10, 15 minutes for some of these fights right now, considering how underpowered we are. So I'll put it on auto, but it's like you start wasting abilities. This is not efficient. This is pretty dumb. Pretty dumb. It's not designed well at all. It's not even the difficulty right now. It's that they're just remove the effing timer. Why is there a timer? You don't remove it. Make it like 15 minutes or something, and then scale it down later. Maybe make it 10 minutes. But this 5-minute stuff is just crazy. It's probably specifically on the kind of more boss node ones where there's just large waves. But I'm not getting through this. There's just no way I'm going to do that. Give me my turn. God damn it. And you're just burning energy, so it's frustrating. Another Minerva. That's part of the problem too. All right, then I'm going to pause. Then our Rowan's going to go next, and I don't want him to slam me, so I'll pause there. And yes, not a difficult note. It's just you're just taking more time. So, and maybe if you had a stronger team, but my team that I was using, I don't think was actually weak. I'm going to save those, but I think I was using a 500k plus team. I'm pretty sure I was using a 500k plus team, so that was not a weak team. And you can easily beat that node, but unless you're playing on full auto and just completely running inefficiently, it's just kind of strange. Like we were saying, we want additional difficulty so we don't have to run our fights on auto, and then and more of a reason to use pilot. But then they put the timer on there and make sure that it's difficult to actually clear these things in first pass without playing on auto because you run out of time. That's ironic. It's just not designable. All right. So it looks like that's still up there. No one's clearing it. Future's going for it, so let him. Cool. It probably wasn't his attack, but all right. So still chilling there. An hour and a half left. I'm gonna spend some gold. So I'm gonna raise Zemo up to 78, and I'm just gonna be leveling some characters that are more important to me. I think I need Zemo to 70 for something I'm doing with him, which was this ability here. So I'm going to give offense up to all allies and self, 50% damage to primary target, gain assist. So I'm going to upgrade this. And then he's kind of close to being done. I think he is done. I got the ISOs I wanted, did the levels. I can move him up in levels to 75, but for the time being, level 70 is good. I can put him at 71 for the increased focus and resistance. But I think that's it for now. And then I did Zemo, but I'm working on Zemo's this ability right here. I think I used my... Oh, I got a little bit more. How many more of those do I need? 7 more. So 7 more, I'll get him up to level 4 ISO for the damage buff. And then he'll be done for a while. I'm not going to take him up to 5 for a while. And I'll do Black Bolt for U7. I already did my Black Order. Black Order's done. Can do Emma. I'll do my main war characters first that are on offense. I might do Negasonic. I mean, I'll do all of these guys, but Negasonic's also important. But she's only important for like just using one ability 3 times a week. So she's important, but like it's it's very niche use. Like I use one ability 3 times a week. Does she do her job? At a girl, and that's pretty much it. She's an important character though. But yeah, I don't know if she's a rush priority. I'm getting pretty low on the power, so all these guys are probably not high interest of mine because I've never built them up really. So and these are the next group. I think I spent enough money for the day though, so I'm gonna leave it like that. That's probably like over $1.5 million. Oh, 2.3. I knew I was spending pretty quickly. But wish you guys all a Merry Christmas. I don't know if I'll be streaming again. I probably will stream again tomorrow night or Sunday. I'm going to a ski resort tomorrow for the first time this winter, so I'll be out of pocket tomorrow for at least until the afternoon, probably the evening, more likely. And but I'll definitely stream it again this weekend. But I hope everyone has a great Christmas. Hopefully, I don't forget to say that. But yeah, thanks, puppies. You too, man. All right, so I was dragging my feet on improving my roster. I was kind of stuck at 9.4 mil for a long time. But we're still at 79, so it looks like either somebody failed, Future failed an attack, or else this thing didn't update. Looks like it's updating now, so we probably just cleared it. Scopely, New Year's resolution, clean that up. I think I'm bugged. Am I bugged? No. Future is now attacking the left side. Oh, he failed an attack on the right side. I'm so confused. All right, let me check out Discord to see if we can just attack freelance, whatever the hell we want. Cool. So I'm asking to see if we can attack other rooms, or else if they want us to clear this one. We're not going for the win, so I don't know why it matters. They should just open up fly decks if we're not going to go for the win. It makes sense to go for barracks and those kind of things, but I guess I'm being greedy. I want to test some things, and I don't want to clean up somebody's fight with one of my attacks. That's a nice attack right there. 130k punch up with Zemo and Hydra, Red Skull into Mercs with 120k, 119k Taskmaster. It's the Korath, the Ultimus version, but still, that's a major attack. And Red Skull, Grenadier, Drax, Drax, and a massive Winter Soldier. So Winter Soldier is preferred over the Crossbones, which is I find interesting. So I'm wondering if it's the extra crit that he likes. Nice job, Honor. Bravo, buddy. Cool. So let's hop back over and see if we can get a fight in. All right, looks like Future's back on this 173k Doc Ock. I'm sure that was a massive fight. I'm not trying to shame anybody. So he tried basically a 600k bow into a 600k Sinister Six, and the Doc repelled everything. He's just going to heal too much, which is still interesting and really impressive with Doc Ock, just being able to outlast Black Order, which is kind of cool. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think a lot of people are going to be frustrated by that, but I think it's actually cool that there are certain teams that are good matchups into other teams. Like Black Order, once they're done with their initial burst, they kind of start falling off a little bit in damage. And then Doc Ock, if he's not killed right away, he's going to outlast some of that. So it's kind of neat that there are some teams that kind of naturally just do a little better versus some of these dominant teams in all their formats. And Sinister Six has always done pretty well into Black Order. but still, it's kind of neat. I mean, obviously, not rooting against my team or anything like that, but I do like that. Black Order still has some weaknesses. I think that's good game design when teams, have more of that strong against some things, weak against other things, rather than just dominant in all. As much as we like to open our walls for a team that's dominant in all modes and just OP, I think that's good game design when they're not. Yeah, like so, Black Order's punching up 100k. No, that's not 100k. What was I looking at? It's only 20k. I think I got that number mixed up somehow. Yeah, good fights. A lot of my alliance is using Hydra and Shield, or Hydra into Shield rather. So that's a common attack that we've been seeing and using ourselves. I just move my Sinister 6 to defense. Ooh, all right, I gotta go black screen. I need to see if they're attacking me. All right, 1 second. I know they're punching down massively, so it doesn't really matter. I think I'm in cargo bay. They have not attacked me yet. I don't think it matters anyway. They're so big. We probably don't have any defensive wins, but all right, it's down. The engineering's up. Pick a side. I think my alliance leads are probably just taking the night off. Do we have any wins? Lebowski's actually in my arena show, which is funny. He's Hanson. It's okay, pal. Hanson. 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8 defensive wins. Aether's a massive account. At least for us, 12 is huge, so he's a big boy. But still, to pull 8 defensive wins versus these guys is pretty good considering they're a 70 mil punch down. So not bad for us. And I wonder if I should just pick a side here and keep going. So I imagine we're going to keep drilling down. And our guys are probably not here. I could try the Hydra into this shield team. Oh, sweet, you marked it. This is a pretty clear power armor attack. It's pretty basic, so I can use that. Try to be efficient with my roster versus these guys. Where's my power armor? Not down that far. All right, there they are. I'm using Vision over Iron Man just to have a little bit stronger team. My Iron Man's about 45 to 55k. So I think it's 55k, and my Vision's 100 and something. Just have high red stars, and he's also tier 14. But you lose the crit, but you get some more utility with the buff clear from Vision, the ability block. I'm not suggesting it. I'm just using it mainly because of power discrepancy between the two, and hopefully allowing me to punch up a little bit more reliably in war, or just at least or punch up at all. With Iron Man, they're not quite as I haven't found them necessarily less reliable, but they're not overly strong for my roster, just because my Iron Man's so small. All right, I'm going to try to ability block. Yeah, that didn't work. Got it on 1, but not the one I wanted. I probably should have ability blocked Miles there. Let's clear all the stuff, give offense up, and I think I got this in the books now once I'm to this point, so it's a good game. And that's a pretty easy team to beat, so you can't really go wrong with this. But unless they absolutely nuked rescue, I couldn't really lose this fight. But yeah, I like the double ability blocks between Vision and Ironheart. I think it has some utility, and the buff clear from Vision at his power level is pretty good. I don't know if it's better than the crit chance you get from Iron Man, but I don't think I miss a whole lot of damage from Vision because the power level is higher than Iron Man. But the crit chance on your other characters like War Machine is really nice. So there is a fall off there. Especially if you have a large War Machine. I don't, so not a big deal to me. But all right, I'll hop in here again. And I can use Brotherhood. It's 100k punch up, so maybe this is trouble. What else can I use? I kind of let somebody else take this. I want to try some different matchups with my other teams because I'm only going to make another attack. I might buy a couple more. I'm probably not gonna buy max, but I might buy 2 or 3 attacks just to test some things. I like testing things versus big rosters. But I can beat this thing with like 5 different teams, but I'm not going to learn anything out of it. So I really want to test some newer meta teams and see how some of my different types of test teams are going to play into those. So that's kind of really what I'm focused on. And if I can find one of those, that'd be cool. So I'll hop out, get back over to U7, and start grinding this. I also got to do my RTA here in a second. All right, we're on the boss. I'll make a couple kind of chip shots on that. So I saved my X-Men for later for the next node. I have to chip that with X-Men. But I'll use my little Loki kind of guys here. And so what I use on this usually is like something like Zemo. Not always him though. I kind of mix it up. Mystique always. And then usually Drax is what my other play is here. Zemo I think is the one that I don't always use. There's other options here. And I don't really want to ability block. I have an ability blocking here. I think it's better not to ability block because you want them to use their CDs. I can throw Ultron because I don't use them anywhere else. Sure, let's just run that team. So just trying to nuke some stuff down and then use, try to get as many of their cooldowns down as possible, and having Ultron in there with the boss will help. And I can't remember if this one opens up with the Korath. Yes, it does. So that's why I bring Drax. Bye-bye, Drax. And I'm actually going to focus on Korath here and just try to get him out so he doesn't nuke me in the next fights to come. I should be able to spread off that. And there goes Korath. And from here, who do I want to take out? I'm going to go for Juggernaut. It's probably not the best, but I'm just going to work him down to make it easier for the next person. And then here comes Mags. Is he going to blind me? Throw out bots. Cleanse. I'm going to try to slow down Mags and get some more hits over on Juggernaut if I can. Damn it. Yeah, that didn't work out very well. I probably should have done it the other way maybe. I don't know. Losing defense down on Juggernaut, I'm not going to do much more damage to him. So I'll see how much this does. It's fine. Oh, I got Death Proof. That's cool. Ooh! And the Striker ISO on Ultron does a double tap for the kill. And that's pretty much the fight. But I got Juggernaut out, got Korath out, used Mag's Blind. The Juggernaut taunt doesn't matter because he's dead. And I think that was actually the ultimate from Ronin with the overhead cleave. So that was a good attack. So now whoever goes in next is going to be set up pretty well to clear it. And we might be able to two-tap that. This guy, I got through most of the main problems with that node. So I think I gave them a good chance. The only other real sticking point is Noble's assist can do a lot of damage with whoever she pulls into attack. So she might still be a problem. But other than that, it looks pretty manageable compared to the 300k power in Greeks now. But yeah, funny. And I can do one more attack. I guess I could clear myself. I'll try it. I haven't really gone for a two-tap ever. I probably have two-tapped this once before. Usually my team's clearing it just based upon when we clock in. I tap it once or twice. Usually I'm out of energy because I get through these pretty quick. And I'm out of energy by the time I tap it once. I don't have any more saved energy. And then they're starting with their 50 and clear it. Because 3 of us are running middle. But this time I get to do a crack at it. So here, I'm going to focus on offense down on Kree Reaper because I think she does some crit stuff too. Going to throw out the special, assuming I take some damage here. And I want to work over on, I think, KRG. So I'll put the vulnerable on him because I think he's going to taunt at some point here. I wasn't paying attention to when he's going to taunt. I'll throw all the slows just because KRG and Magneto are pretty low. And I'm going to work on Kree Noble so she doesn't just absolutely destroy me here. Let's see what kind of damage I can do. I might put some Christmas music on here in a second, guys, even if it's not NCS. 'Tis the season, so Haven't been listening to too much of it myself. If you guys hate it, feel free to comment. But um, I'll use the ult, and I can always change the taste station. But I'll just see if I can find something that's NCS Christmassy. Oh, if that takes her out, nope. How with that? Yes. Cool. And move this back a little bit from my elbow. Try to get Doc Ock or Doctor Strange out of here. Do I want to slow Pyro? I do. Gotta go after Doc so he doesn't do any more shenanigans. I think he's kind of getting ready or closer to rezzing somebody, so get rid of that. Pyro's a bish. Ooh, that is always my favorite one when they use Mystique to kill your own. Thanos. That's always a brutal one to take. I need to get Pyro out of here just because he really does annihilate me. And I don't know if I can beat this. This one's kicking my ass. I need to do both of these abilities. I will try the offense down first. Even though a couple of them were offense down already. I'm not going to taunt. I just need the heal block to go away. Kill Pyro. God damn it. Oh, the triple attack. Yes. I'm actually going to cleanse the stuff off Doc. Mystique, go away. No one likes you. And perfect timing. Get those regens out. And now let's heal up. Got 2 minutes left. I need to hurry my butt up here. So I'll have the special again. And I think Mags might be coming close to another ultimate here, so I'm going to try to get him out of the fight before anything like that happens. Same thing with Korath, or not Korath, Ronan. Oh, another Juggernaut. Damn it, I don't think I'm going to finish this in time. So I'll try to slow him so he doesn't use his ult for a long while. Another Ronan for buff clear. I got to get Ronan out because I'm going to be using a lot of debuffs or some debuffs. I don't want him to cleanse everything, so I actually just got to take him out of the fight as soon as possible. Come on, Black Bolt. Come on, Black Bolt. Doctor Strange, I hate you. Ah, the cleanse, damn it. That cleansed the slow off I had on Juggernaut. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish this in time. That gets rid of at least the minion Kree Nobles. I'll try to slow them down with this and see if I can get Juggernauts somehow out of here. That's a good attack. That'll get pretty close. I'm going to try to get Ronan out. I should clear this pretty easily now. All right, so I got it. That coming down to the wire, but that worked. And then I'll basic Juggernaut to death. Okay, I thought that was going to work, actually. Maybe not. I don't want to take any chances, so die. And yeah. So pretty cool. So I was able to tap it. Definitely not a one-shot, but and not a bad thing. A little bit low on Thanos. About like 85% health. He wasn't able to get his next turn, but yeah, 2-shot. So haven't 2-shot that in a while or even tried, but that worked pretty well. I was running short there on time, actually, so I was a little worried about that, but so that was 8 mil. Yeah, it wasn't hard. And it really is just chipping it up front with that first attack really went a long way. See where I'm at in arena. Still at third with 3 attacks left. Doing all right. And let's hop in war. Then I'm going to do RTA. And I kind of reformatted my offensive teams. I can kind of show you guys those. But looks like no one's attacking. I could try my Zemo thing on here, but it's only 300k. So I'd be punching up a lot. I don't think it can take this. And I just built this team. I don't really want to try 100k. So Zemo's definitely my highest power. So Coulson's just going to like polywop him. And I don't know, if he has immunity, I could gamble to see if my Zemo cleanses it and then potentially ability block him. So I could try this. But I think it's going to go sideways. But defense up 2, being a chicken. I don't want my first time to be a complete like finger pointing contest. Is why did you try that? Zemo is your strongest, it would never work. So I'm going to hold off. I don't have Grenadier built yet, so Zemo will definitely take all the. If it wasn't defense up, I actually would have YOLO'd that. I probably still can win. I'm not familiar with that fight at all. Um, and I have other things, of course, I can take this. It's just I'm trying to use things that are not. I don't want to use my X-Men on it just because it's kind of boring. I only have one more attack here unless I start buying, and I kind of want to save things for more test fights that are a little bit more fun. So I'll wait a little bit. I'll do my RTA stuff. Do it. You're a bad influence. What do you think, Sophie? Should I do it? You got something on your cheek, honey. What was that? You got some sauce from dinner? What happened? I think we got it all. A little bit. Puppies, I'm going to clip this and tell them fellow patriot of Tahiti led me astray. So I've got like a bunch of different things I can easily take this. I did put my Sinister Six back over there. That would have been kind of fun to test. And then other than that, I think that's the winner. Is to try that. Those are just blitz teams. That's why they're funky looking. I've been using F4 versus this. I don't know if F4 can beat it. That's another thing I want to test, but I'm a little bit worried about Coulson nuking these two over here. So I'm going to hold off. I mean, yeah. You want to see the Hydra one? Zemo? Okay, so I think that's the positioning I want to try. Because I want Zemo to be kind of helping. Because I think he gives deflects. I haven't looked at his kit for a while for the deflect passive, but I think the adjacent ones are going to get... this will be easy. But I don't have Grenadier. So like this is Sniper and Trooper. So Zemo's like 6,000 higher than my Sniper. And I think he gets some damage buffs. But I don't know if he gets enough. Because I think Zemo's at like 16k damage, something, 16.5, and he's at like 12.5. Zemo. Yeah, Zemo's definitely highest damage. I'll show you. I'll try it either way. It doesn't matter. But yeah, Zemo's definitely highest. So my Zemo is, where is that? 16.8. And then Sniper is 12.6. So he's 4.2k damage higher than Sniper. Trooper's way low. He's at like 9. He's only tier 11. Yeah, he's at 10k damage, so he's low. And then I haven't built my Grenadier up. X-Bones is like really low too. He actually surprisingly has very low damage, 11.3. Throw in HT to be safe. Just eat the Coulson ult. Well, okay, that's not a bad idea, but I don't have a big HT though. I wish there was a way you could just search by like a stat. So he's only tier 12. He's 13.2, so he's not high enough either. Yeah. So I think it could work if my Zemo cleared the immunity through the defense up, then he could ability block Coulson, and I think I would be able to manage the fight from there. But without that happening, so if he doesn't clear the immunity on Coulson through the defense up, I'd be in trouble, I think. Because I would really need him to manage the fight. But yeah, my HT is a little small, or quite a bit small. And the other kind of damage stack characters on, I have MSF.gg up. Punisher's pretty high, so I have Punisher on defense. I can't use him anymore. Aim Assaulter is high, but I only have him at tier 12. Okay, let me check Hela. So my Hela is actually on offense. Where is Asgardians? I'm not sure why I went down to Fantastic Four. So what's her damage at? So she's 22. So I could use Hela. But is that cheating? That seems like it's cheating. That doesn't seem like it's actually a test. That's just, okay, here's this random high damage character over here that has value on a different team. I mean, I can throw Hela in there. What the hell? But like, I don't know. Is that I feel like that's cheating. Um, Rocket Raccoon's high. I have to hit him at tier 13. Um, let me try Collapse, no. Electro, no. No, I can't use Cyclops. I use them on my other team, obviously. Gosh, Crystal and Karnak are very high in damage. I wouldn't have guessed that. Sorry. I would not have guessed Crystal and Karnak are like top 20 in damage. Did you know that, puppies? Crystal and Karnak are top 15 to 20 characters in damage stat? Had no idea. I didn't know Psylocke either. I knew Scarlet Witch was high, but I did not know Karnak and Crystal were high in damage stat. I probably don't pick up on it as much because Crystal does so many of those piercing, low damage attacks, kind of like Ebony Maw does, but she does them via AoE. I know her ultimate hits like a truck, but like her special is that like small damage piercing multiple attack, so it doesn't really like spell out high damage. All right, so let me look at Rocket Raccoon. So Rocket might be another option other than Hela, but he's only tier 13. So that's probably not. And I don't know why I'm even talking about Rocket. He's on defense. But just for out of curiosity, I'll click. Oh, so he actually is higher. So I could have used Rocket. Damn it. So I could have used Rocket. I do want to YOLO this, I'll be honest. But I think it actually is. With defense up, it's probably not going to cleanse it. And I think Grenadier is the one that... Oh, it's already dead anyways. Never mind. All right, perfect. Now I've been wanting to try this, so now I get to try my... So this... All right, what do you think about this? 435, 485. My Scarlet Witch is like 45, 50k power. She's really low. But all she's there for is just to extend the buffs and die. Let's roll it. I don't love them either. That's why I added new characters on top of it, because they're not reliable. They don't feel great. But yeah, what I normally run versus this is Sinister 6 or Inhumans. Like my Inhumans at like 400k would pretty reliably beat this team. They just don't have enough burst damage to beat Inhumans with Yo-Yo. But I want to see something else. So I'm going to load this up. And it's not the version I have the hardest time with this team on is the Coulson version, because Coulson gives all the shield characters immunity. So in this one, I probably will load up on Thor and then try to spread. So let's see how this goes. I'm just kind of curious. Ooh. Johnny. Okay. All right. So I said I was going to load up on Thor. Let's try that. Okay, defense down lane, so that's a good start. I don't know if all these small taps on Thor are a good idea, because he's going to attack me faster with that. So that might not have been the best idea. So I'm going to try to stun Hulk. That worked. Extend the debuff, so Hulk is stunned. Heal block. Spread. So far, so good. Thor's pretty much dead. I'm just going to throw the defense down over on Hawkeye so he can't blind me. Thor, you jerk. Try to stun Captain America. That didn't work. Might as well just throw defense up. I don't even think I need it, but might as well. Throw out the ult from Loki. There goes Hawkeye. Thor's already healing, that bastard. He's going to get kind of close. Looks like he's going to get us... What's going on with Thor? He's kind of like making flashes over here. Can't remember what he gains, like when I'm attacking teammates. Oh, he's gaining charges. Dang it. Okay, so this does work pretty well. I'm like tapping Captain America and he's getting charge. Oh my gosh. I needed that last Mordo. I need to tier 14 Mordo so he can reliably stun Captain America in this matchup so Thor just doesn't go haywire. I mean, he's dead. I'm going to win the fight. But yeah, not being able to reliably stun Captain America makes this a little bit harder. Yeah, but it's GG. I've got him wrecked. Um, but yeah, so I got another kind of team that wins this fight. Stun for 2 turns. He's gonna cleanse this. So I'm not sure why even extended. Okay, so I guess that was good. Doesn't really matter, but yeah. So they handled it really well. So it's pretty super easy to be honest. And my Immortal's only tier 12, but I do have a good amount of T4s in Supernatural. I'm not saying this is like great value for Loki and Hela in War, but since my 500, I think I had a 510k Asgardian team. I can't remember if they're raw 510k. Let me look in Blitz. I forgot what their power level is, but they were never getting wins anymore. So I was like, what's the point of having them on defense? Ooh, got another Asgardians thing here with Captain Marvel. And so here's the other test. I can't do it. So my symbiote with my 45k anti-venom is not going to hold up versus Loki, Hela, and Captain Marvel. So I just can't use that. Damn it. I got to find a good use for them. And I don't think symbiotes does really well into Guardians of the Galaxy, as far as what I recall. I'm not sure what the issue is. If it's not a huge rocket. Kind of tempted to try that, to be honest. I'll throw that. I haven't done this matchup, so for me, because I have a smaller, he's only 45k, so most of my powers over here are with Carnage and Symbiote Spider-Man. Sims good against Hydra. Yeah, but how much do they have to punch down? Does it? I haven't tried it with Anti-Venom. Are they still having to punch down like 50 to 75k, or does it not matter anymore with Anti-Venom? I'm not sure if this is a waste or if this is a hard fight. I honestly don't know. Because I know the group cleanse kind of like, shits the bed of what they're trying to do, but like it doesn't happen immediately. They can punch up decently well? Okay. So my symbiotes is really imbalanced. Like they're all over, the power is like all over the place. No, not the real words. Try to show you the team. I want to try the Hydra team. That's the one I want to try next. So like 46k Anti-Venom, 100k plus Carnage, Symbiote, Spider-Man, and then Scream's actually tier 14. I just don't have stars on her and no T4s. And then Venom, I think is tier 12, 67k. So like they're completely like this is a really sketchy, not sketchy. It's just I didn't have like there's no uniformity as to how I built that team. Is what I'm saying. It's all over the place. Okay, cut that off. These gloves were kind of comfortable. I'm trying a GoPro device. I actually am a complete dunce and didn't realize that I needed an SD card for my GoPro. I was going to try it out tomorrow because I'm going snowboarding. Okay, that'll work. And I bought some gloves that I thought could like grip it a little better. These ones aren't water resistant or proof rather, but their fingers are at least a little bit more nimble. But I had to order an SD card. I could have gone out and bought one tonight, but it's no big deal. So I'll get that prep later. Okay, perfect. That's what I was testing for. Another piece of plastic in there poking me. All right, that's for Manya. All right, what else do I have? Oh, I'm in Blitz. Psych. All right, so we're getting thrashed, but all right, so somebody's attacking the Asgardian CM. Let's see what comes up next. It's probably Mercs, I think, next, or Shield Coulson. Let's see what the next option is. So these are waterproof, which is cool. These are rated pretty high. Not really the style of pen I would buy, but curious to try these things out tomorrow. What is this massive drawstring? Am I supposed to cut that, or yeah, I'm supposed to cut this. No, I'm not supposed to cut that. I can't tell. Maybe yes, no. Okay, just cut this. Where's the scissors? Okay, still on that. Perfect. And don't worry, I'm not trying these all on stream. I'm just cutting tags off. I got these on Amazon. I need to try them on tonight though, because I haven't even tried them on yet. I didn't get those from Amazon. I got them from eBay, I forgot. But it's a new company, so I'm not sure how those are going to fit. I haven't bought anything from that company before. My other pair of pants I normally ski and snowboard with, I bought them when I was in junior college, just exiting high school. And they're Volcoms, but they were like size 38. Pants. Yeah, they're Volcom snowboard pants I bought when I was 8. It's funny. I still remember the girl's name. She was a really cute girl, or that's understatement. Back in high school, and she was working down there. Her name was Leah, and I bought a bunch of random stuff because I was just I'm kind of a shopper. Like when I shop, I don't buy sometimes I'll buy one-off things, but usually when I'm going especially before there was online. This was predated Amazon. I was a typical guy when I went to buy something. I wouldn't go just to buy a belt or go buy a shirt or polo unless it was for work. I need something very specific for an interview. Normally when I went shopping, I would only do it once a year, and I'd buy every piece of clothing I could possibly use for that year. And that was that was the only time I was going to go shopping, one time, and then you just get everything. And so I bought some snowboard pants that were on sale back then at Volcom, and they were I think I was probably a size 32. Now I'm a 34/36, but I was probably a 32 back then, and waist size. But I think they were a size 38 or 40 waist. So I think 38. So these things are I need a bungee cord just to cinch these around my waist even now. And they're also really super baggy in the pant leg. And especially now that I'm older, I don't really like that look. So even though they're still functional, I just it was time to get something that a little bit more adult now. Stuck App's taking a sweet time on this attack here. Oh, I take it back. I was bugged. It's kind of weird. I didn't see anything weird happen, but the fight wasn't updating. Usually you don't have to back out and go in to see the updated fights. Well, damn it. I could have tried. I don't mind not doing a defense up, but I wonder what's underneath this. Hopefully it's barracks under here. I don't think this group is friendly against us. Puppies, I think you were talking about, you were fighting somebody, a different alliance a couple weeks ago that wasn't very friendly towards you guys, either in doing a friendly war. These aren't necessarily unfriendly, but they're not saving our armory and all that stuff. They're going for the kill right away. And even with a 70 mil punch down, they're just going for the jugular, which it's their right. But I think I don't know if we're going to have the benefit of knowing where their armory is to avoid it and go after barracks. So this could be armory underneath here, then we'll have to go right. And then full clear engineering. So see you here in a second. But I do, while I'm waiting, need to try these on. I actually shouldn't have been lazy. I bought these on Evo as well. Did I scare you, baby? I know, that's a big noise. I'm sorry, honey. I know, that's a big noise. I'm sorry. She gets a little scared with some louder impact sounds. But I bought these online too. I've had a pair of Solomon snowboard boots in the past, but I haven't had this model of boot. And so I'm going to try this on tonight. This is a very stiff boot, so hopefully this thing fits me okay. And I have a very oddly shaped foot. I don't have an arch. I'm flat-footed, so I have a really wide foot. But I'm also a decent size, so hopefully these things fit okay. And I ordered them a size lower than my actual foot size that I order in shoes. So hopefully I don't have to send them back, but that's normally what you do with ski stuff. Um, I'm just going to back out, make sure this thing's refreshing. It's not, that's weird, it's not refreshing the fights. I literally have to back out to see these things refresh. So I don't know if I have anything else as an answer for this other than Black Order. My X-Force is too small. It's like 150k lower. And my F4 Tron would be like 100k punch up. So I think I have to bow this. Yeah, yep. All right, so I'll do that. Um, I can't wait for a different matchup. Puppies, what were you thinking? What'd you think of the all the videos and content related to the two X Factor tunes? What do you think about their potential? I thought it was some pretty interesting content that people were putting out today and yesterday from their release. I'm just going to go after the strip on Strife. Yeah, did you see the casino vid on what he was doing? I normally wait to flip. I think that might be the choice because Emma's just going to cleanse it all. Um, but yeah, I'm curious to see. Yeah, it is hard to know because you don't know what the other three teammates are going to be and how they're going to like synergize. Um, all right, here we go. Need a turn. Need a turn. So Strife's ability block is going to come out here in a second. I'm just going to try to strip the regens. Throw the taunt up. He's going to ability block Corvus and Cole. Sweet. Mystique did not flip the taunt, which is really nice. And now I can flip everything. And I'm probably going to try to get Strife out of the match before he regens, if I'm able to. I will try to stun Sinister so he doesn't do Sinister E type of things. Oh, my Cole is going down. Hang in there, buddy. Hang in there, pal. All right, throw out the heals. Throw out the ult. I think Sinister might die before Strife, which is totally irregular. Normally I just go after Strife until the bitter end. I'm like, you either win or die and try and get through Strife. But this one's actually not that big, so not a big deal. But I think that's pretty much the fight in this one. Not overly difficult. Their Strife was, I think, a little smaller, so not an overly difficult fight. And I think I got a little lucky too on who Emma and Mystique threw their ultimates out. I don't know if Emma ever threw her ult out. I don't recall being blinded. So that went actually pretty smooth. But I had a power level advantage. And the 93k power Strife. It's when they start getting like up to like 110, 120k plus, it starts to be a problem for my bow, or at least more of a challenge. Not necessarily a problem, but a challenge. But a 93k with my bow size it's not really a big deal. And Sabertooth's power level is almost just what's the right word? It doesn't matter. It's just it's neither here nor there. Like personally, I don't even look at the Sabertooth. The Mystique power level is actually a little bit more important because I think she can actually start flipping things with her special when she has tier 14 and gets big power. But Sabertooth is like inconsequential. That's the word I was looking for. His power level is inconsequential. Word of the day for me. All right. So hopefully I see some more attacks here. And room for Barracks or Medbay. We got Armory. Wah, wah. So probably going to full clear engineering, I would think. Hint, hint. Come on, guys. So they'll probably mark something here in a second. Just want to see what else people were doing. Ooh, that's a big punch up, man. Shadow with a 118k punch up in Sin 6 mirror. Oh, buddy. That is just like huevos on the table. I would not have tried that. He's got a 10k bigger Doc Ock. And this guy's power is like heavily shocker, which really doesn't matter, but still. 67 and 70k tunes into a team this big. That's some balls. Bravo. Well played. It's amazing. Like I wouldn't have thought that's possible. To be honest, I really wouldn't have. Um, I wonder if there is a. He's not running Mysterio, so this team isn't getting the benefit of the deflects. But that was still in defense up. So even with defense up and 120k down, he still prevailed. So no Rhino, no Mysterio, but very impressive. Yeah, I got to give the. That's awesome. That's definitely the fight of the night. I imagine. I don't know if anything else is going to top that. Um, and that's a pretty large punch up too. I didn't know X-Men could punch up reliably this much. Very small Psylocke, and it looks like he came out of it pretty much with full health. So Yami Yugi knows his stuff. And I get a little inflated because Shuri's so strong. It's closer to like an even fight because Shuri's power is 100k, but still, that's a strong fight. Symbiote's doing beating us Guardians. We've seen that a bunch, and that's pretty much this room. But let me hop in Discord and see if there's a plan. How are you guys doing in your wars? I forgot to take into account D up, toad stripped everything, marking a room. Oh, I was Shadow didn't mean to launch that S6 account. Too funny. Oh, I was just talking you up on stream as a crazy hero for trying that fight. Oh, so that Sinister Six mirror where he punched up 120k, he wasn't trying to take Sinister Six, he was trying to take X-Men. He picked the wrong team and launched the fight, but he still won. That's too funny. That's pretty cool. Have you all lost all week so you get a 40 mil punch down? So cool. All right, and so I think we're trying to get them to mark a room here, but they're going slow. I'll probably buy a couple, 2 or 3 more attacks and get some attacks in just for fun. But since we won't clear them, so we're probably going to be. There's no real rush to do it, but I like to do it on stream. But otherwise, I'll get all my attacks in tomorrow. Oh yeah, we had like 4 guys. This actually isn't a bad war for us to have off for a bad matchup either. Puppy's we had like 3 or 4 guys with that were posting in out for the night. They had either like big like life events going on, like anniversaries and that kind of stuff going on tonight. So and a lot for whoever's having Christmas parties, it's probably this weekend too. So yeah, it's actually not a bad thing. It's cool for everyone to get a little time off to do whatever they need to do. All right, so I think I'm capped on that. So I'm going to go into RTA while I'm waiting a little bit for those. I haven't seen what my goals are for today. I'm a little bummed. Hey, Sophie, I got to sit you down, baby. I got to try these shoes. Oh. I'm a little bummed they're one of these new events for Shatterstar, I think it is. They're giving us additional orb credits or fragments for completing our dailies for RTA, which I think sucks. It's not a surprise though, because they always make these a grind, so it's kind of is what it is. But excuse me, I've been skipping these. Had some hot sauce just come up. I got relax on the hot sauce. But yeah, so Crossbones is okay. I mean, these all Hydra is super easy. Like Hydra will take 2 seconds. I love using Hydra, even though they're not the best for my roster. Hydra's fun to use. American Shelf is trash for me. Crossbones is pretty much trash for PvP and for me. But I guess for the RTA dailies, once this new milestone event comes out, where is it at? Oh, I guess this thing. I'll have to do them. So he earns screen time by participating in campaign, blitz, raids, arena, and real-time arena. And I think the caveat to real-time arena was, now I'm curious, but I thought it wasn't just participating in RTA. I think it was completing those specific dailies. If it's just participating in RTA, I'm all good. I could just love those RTA matches, hit auto all day long. I have no problem doing that. But if it's actually completing those dailies, that's kind of sucks. I'd rather them just say, you know, complete RTA matches to your heart's desire and keep earning fragments. But I don't think that would give us. I don't think they would give us an uncapped potential like that, because then we literally could just hit RTA as long as it wasn't like a point per game, which would suck. That's not worth your time. But if they actually, gave you a certain amount and you're just hitting auto and RTA matches, I could be down with that. I wouldn't run tanks though. I would just run like speed kill things. That way you can get the fights over with, win or loss really fast. But I guess we'll see. But I think this was completing the dailies. All right, Hounds. I hope you have a great night. Good luck with the dog tomorrow. Hope you guys have a good time with your family. Hot sauce stream, buddy. But yeah, Merry Christmas. Hope your mom gets a kick out of the dog. But really nice of you, bud. Take off. Take care. I'm going to get a drink because my throat is choking up here. I'll be right back, guys. All right. So gonna check my arena placement. Still hanging out third, and like for fresh plastic and rubber smell, baby. So yeah, let's start knocking out some fights. I had Crossbones, Hydra, Chavez. So I'm probably just gonna do a full Hydra team. I'll load in. Sure, why not? And I kind of just feel like using Winter Soldier because I never do. Sniper's better, but I kind of just want to use Winter Soldier. I love Winter Soldier from the movies, and I really like Bucky. Hopefully Bucky comes to the game at some point as Bucky, not just as Winter Soldier, because Bucky's an awesome character too for Captain America. At some point, I would love them to get like just a Captain America Bucky tandem. I'm really looking forward to that. Why is this song like posted in every feed twice? It's not a good song. All right, so he wants to take on engineering, so we'll full clear that here in a second. Oh, I got another guy doing Hydra. Sorry, buddy. I kind of got you trumped here. And he's not running Red Skull, which is even worse. Poor guy. At least the Zemo gets to go first, but I don't think it matters. And it looks like he's just going to time out, so that's cool. I'd rather just start a new fight. All right, so next. All right, switch down. All right, oh. So I'm going to try these things on. He's using Shatterstar. I don't want to like burn him on that, so I'll let him use the Shatterstar long shot because he wants to do that for fun. Zemo's killing everybody, but I will take out his X-23, and then I will taunt here to not screw him over on the long shot because he's probably just having fun with him. In Shatterstar rather. I'll use basic so he can do some Shatterstar things. I'm trying not to kill you, buddy. I'm trying. Alright, that's all you get though. I'm going to use basics or auto from here on out. So this boot's a little interesting. I've had this pulley system. I don't think they don't call it a pulley system. It's not really a pulley system because there's no pulleys. That's not right. I think it's like a BOA system. That's what they call it, BOA. BOA. I just think of it as a pulley system, but it's not. It is not. But it has like a locks. All these used to just be loops on a lot of boots and still are. But these have teeth and like locks, so your laces lock in. Like Vans boots, I was really close to buying a Vans snowboard boot. And they have a lot of cool technology on those too. But I was buying boots sight unseen without trying them on. So I went with a familiar brand. I've had a pair of Solid Moon boots before, so I was a little bit more comfortable with these. But I think the Vans boot was going to be really comfortable and had a lot of good ratings for comfort too. A little bummed I didn't try it out. Maybe I can get to a store sometime and try a pair. But I'm not going to buy a second pair of boots anytime soon, but I'm just kind of curious how they feel. Yeah, the technology in these things and the engineering is pretty neat now. Even the snowboard bindings I have are crazy. There's some kind of like thing called skate technology in the snowboard bindings that I got, and it's completely new to me. But yeah, all the ski and snowboard technology has changed over the years. It's really advanced on the engineering side. It's fun to listen to. Like my snowboard has completely. I just got a new snowboard a couple months ago, and that thing looks so much different than anything I've ridden in the past. Mainly the edge. It's weird. I'm playing against so many mirror matches. I keep feeling like I don't realize what side of the game I'm playing on. The Titans. What does this do? What is that? Lock, unlock. Okay, that's new. That's new. That's new. Oh, I knew there was another one in there. Ugh. Got it. I got it. Oh, it's tearing. Wrestling with the snowboard boot. That thing is stiff. Like this padding is super hard. Whew. I think that's the rest of it. That is not a soft boot, baby. This is very stiff. It's like a torture device for you in my foot. All right. Cool. Did I finish that one? Nope. All right, one more fight for the Hydra, then I'm pretty much done with those guys. I can run a couple more because I still got to do... I probably need to do 2 more fights for Crossbones. And I'm running them in the middle too, which I should. That's a no-no in this RTA. Whoever you're grinding, I should be putting off to the side, but my format is just running him in the middle, so I'll leave it like that. Hopefully this boot fits. It isn't painful. Whew. Not easy to get into. All right. Something's wrong. Did something wrong. All right. He's running a heavy comp, so I'm just going to be a jerk here and wipe them all out. Because I don't want to get stuck behind all that stuff. And let's just get that over with. All right. All right. That strip, was that it? Was that the main thing? Because that was not loosening up. Was it just the strip? All right. Take 2. Easier. Not easy, but easier. Oh, oh my gosh. Oh. Holy hell. Whew. That was a workout just to get my foot in there. Oh my gosh, that is a stiff fucking boot. That thing is locked the fuck in. Holy shit. I'm definitely not using a thick wool sock with that. I want to be able to get my foot in there. Holy crap. It has like a really strong Achilles bite. Like it's clasped around your Achilles. I don't even have the boot like cinched up yet. And it is tight, tight, tight. I'm not really in a ski sock, it's just a cotton sock, but I should probably put like a ski sock on and see how it feels with that. I feel like I have like more space because the cotton socks are just a little thicker and they're not as like close to your foot. Let's go on the Captain America, give him a little bit more time. All right, let me tell you, these are like all the boots now are heat, what's called heat moldable. So they'll, you're supposed to take them in, or you can. You don't have to, but it's better if you do take them in to get kind of heat molded. And they basically put your liner in like a boot microwave. They heat it up, and then it conforms to your foot. So it'll mold the whole liner of the boot will conform to your foot and create like that, like kind of broken like a baseball glove. It'll just break in faster to the contours of the shape of your body, your foot, your ankle, your calf. And yeah, that's the basic thing. So I'm not going to I refuse to do She-Hulk because mine's so trash. So is that it for today? No, I got one more fight and I'm done. So I'll be honest, the dailies literally take 5 minutes. Whoever's saying these things take a long time, it's only because they're doing all the dailies. If you're doing all the dailies, they take a long time. If you're just doing your KOs, I think I've won all my matches, but I'm using a really low-powered team too, which is the matchup seems to be doing better as putting you versus somebody that's similar in power to you too. Like with my TCP, normally when I start using my big teams, I start facing other big teams, but it looks like they've done some other adjustments. So bravo to them if they have. This is an unfair fight. Hydra versus pretty much anything that's not Hydra at this level. They're not going to be able to contend with this. I'll focus on Drax so you can get some other attacks off. I forget Crossbones is on my team, so he's going to do that. But I think the matchmaking seems to be a little bit better, like power-wise, and not putting you up against a bunch of stuff that power-wise that you can't contend with. But again, like it's not just power in PvP; it's also are they matching versus things that are also similarly PvP oriented. Because if they're not, oh my gosh, I lost. I only lost because I wasn't targeting Phoenix, but I had that on auto. But otherwise, I would have won. But yeah, normally like this could not beat that. I mean, Phoenix is a really strong team, but like if I was actually playing it, they couldn't win. But yeah, it's strong. Phoenix is strong, but it's a 6K Electro, 33K. So he's obviously going for objectives and cool. And actually, I don't mind that he won though, because like good on him. He got some KOs too, and it just takes me like a minute to launch another fight. So I'm happy to lose some to folks and let them get their objectives too. It doesn't bother me. And then this thing had a lever, so I got to lock that in place. The thing with these snowboard boots too, you have these like the bow system. You have all these things that like kind of dangle. I just like stuff them in. I don't really know where else to put them. That's the only thing with Solomon I wasn't quite sure about. There's a little calf bite on this. That's completely loose, so my lock didn't really lock there. So I'm going to do ability block Zemo. So he's running an ability block comp. I killed him. I'm just going to kill Alma too. And do that. I think I just have a massive power advantage versus his team. He's got a good team, but he's just too low in power. I'm just going to keep going after Ebony. Black Bolt is going to probably ult my face and kill everybody I have, because it's a hard counter to what I'm running. I'm surprised he went after that. He's probably playing on auto, I imagine. Because I don't know why he would have gone after Crossbones otherwise. Ebony taking shots like a champ. And there we go. All right. Try to go after X23 now. And pretty much just going to put this all out. I might lose, but because of Black Bolt. Ult here is going to kill everybody I have. But we'll see. Okay, so it goes there. This is a very stiff boot, which is what I wanted. It's what I was shopping for, but very, very stiff. All right, that's the knockout, so I'm done with these. That's it for the night. I'm not doing Chavez, not doing She-Hulk. I refuse. I refuse. And gonna work my way over here at level 65, doing okay. Plenty of time to hit at 100, just kind of coasting really. And looks like I'll start getting into some of the T14 gear pieces now. I guess I have been. Yeah, I have been for a little bit. But it's like 2 at a time. It's like, okay, big whoop. Then you start to get some, I think, where's that the beginning of is level 80. You start to get ones that you actually need for tier 15. So it looks like level 80 is the start of it, at least on the free side. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to buy them. And you know, all these will help, but like, I don't know, these tokens are so piddly that's not really enticing me. You only get 54 extra uniques on this, which is 2 a day on the activated, you know, premium side, which is nothing. You need so many of these, that 2 a day extra. I mean, they all help, but like you're not getting a lot of value. I mean, if you really are trying to race to get into all your characters to tier 15 and race to clear DD4, then you could perceive this as value. But if you're not racing and you're just trying to get in there whenever these things become available, this is not value because for $20 because the amount of these you need is so high for your characters on the Google sheet that, like, I'll show you guys. Display capture. Here, I'll blow it up for you. But here, like, I need 153 more biopolymers, this little constellation-looking things. I have 23. So what is 6 going to get me for this month of that calendar? I need 157, and that is just for these 5 characters, not the full 16. These 5. I need 157 more just for Emma Frost, Mr. Sinister, Strife, Baron Zemo, and Minerva to get them into tier 15. 157 per Veronis' guide. What is 6 going to do to me on this calendar? I mean, like, why am I paying $20 for that? I don't mean there's no value there at all. That's all I'm saying. But it's not like overwhelming. It's not like black and white. Oh my gosh, this is like the deal of the century. You have to buy this or else you're going to fall behind the rest of the player base. No, that's not what that is. And some of these, I need less of, and I need more of these because I'm planning on taking more mutants in to start with Strife, Sinister, and Emma Frost, and that might change because I do need so many based upon how this works, and maybe I end up taking something else like Ghost or Captain America. You never know. I'm sure I'll change it up, but based upon these. But to get my first 5 in, whether it's Minerva or whether this is Hela, you need a ton of these things. And yeah, so 6 of these would help me out, but what is 6 going to do to me for those? And again, it's only the first 5 characters I have selected. So I'm very curious about that. Like, what is, how that's going to play out compared to value and benefit. We're just not getting very many of these tier 15 uniques to feel like, wow, this is a must buy. So 6, you get 6 premiums. You get 2 down here, so you get 8 total of that. 10 total. So it looks like 10 total. All right, so you get 10 total, and I don't know if that's true for all of the styles. Um, so you get 6, 8, 8, 10. So it looks like you're getting 10 of each. I'm sure there's something else that's missing. I've heard people talk about some things that are missing. You're not getting as many. So maybe that's true. But let's assume you're getting 10 of each. 10 of each, I still need 147 or 122 just for my first 5 characters. Now, if you're buying this as like a piece of the puzzle rather than as like the key to the puzzle, I think that's fine. If you're buying this as like, man, this is gonna get me into DD4 soon, no, it's not. This will help you get there faster, incrementally, and you'll get advantage over people that aren't buying it. But this is not helping you get there, like race to there. This is This is not like a large piece of the pie. You're buying a lot of other things that a lot of their offers, and also buying this. This is just like 1/20th of the size of the puzzle, the size of the pie that you need to get into DD5. I'm sorry, DD4 tier 15. Ah, too many different number of configurations, but yeah, like overall. Like I said, this isn't value, but it's not like it's very niche. It's not like broad appeal. Like if you need Zemo or want Zemo, he's there. I think everyone does want Zemo, so that's a great character to start with. No complaints on Zemo whatsoever. But I would say the shard is not 300 Zemo. It's not 200 Zemo. I forgot what this was. 54 extra shards of Zemo. No, I forgot how much this was. I can count them up. I don't want to say a number. Is it the end of Zemo? Yes, so I can count these real fast. I thought it was around 50, 55 more. Maybe I got that wrong. I thought you got like 45 on the free side and 55 on the total on the premium side. So that's 10, 12, 14, 16, 21, 3, 25, 27, 29, 34, 36, 40, 7, 49, 51, 55. All right, so 55. Yes, it's 55 here. I think it's 45 on the bottom, 55 up top, so for a total of 100, which is fine. But like, so I have them at, I have them like somewhere 6-star and building up on for 7-star, but I'm nowhere near 7-star. So it's like there's 55 shards is helpful, but it's not going to get me there. I'm going to try to tighten this boot up and see how it feels. Oh. I forgot how this works. How does this work? Okay, got it. It's a very interesting design on this. I just kind of want to sit in the boots a little bit tonight to recommend somewhat or get my foot used to them before I ride for the first time. These are super stiff. It is like walking in it's not ski boot stiff, but it is very stiff for snowboard boot. And it has like a lot of flex on the heel side. It wants to keep you angled forward. It's very interesting. Yeah, it has like definitely a forward slant to it, so it's putting pressure. If you're trying to stand straight up, it's putting pressure on your calf to kind of put you at a knee bend. So it kind of wants you to be in a knee bend, which is a good technique, but it can kind of fatigue you in the back on the heel cuff if you're trying to stand up. So it's kind of like you kind of want to flex and be leaning down a little bit. Yeah, you want to make some tea? You want to make tea? I gotta want to make tea. You want to make tea, sweetie? Okay, hold on. You're such a little baby girl. All right. Cool. Check arena. It's getting close to payout. So still chill on 3. I wonder if they're going to hit me or just leave me there until payout and then hit me at the last second. We shall see. Did RTA. I'll do a lap on Blitz just because, but I'm probably going to hop in and do... I take that back. I think they opened up Arena or War for Engineering. So see if there's anything in here I can hit. I may not buy any attacks. I'm not really worried about the currency so much, but I have been coring to buy war attacks. So it'd be kind of nice not wasting currency for once, but if there's something in here I want to fight, I've already used my bow. I don't have anything big enough, so I'm just going to hold on. Alright, so let me build up a little bit more currency for this. Doing kind of good in it, but with sim stuff now, it doesn't hurt to just keep a currency of it. And I'm kind of intentionally just... one thing that would be nice is if they actually put like easy, medium, hard. I would actually like that in this. And they probably don't want to do that because I think the higher levels they actually give different point totals, but they probably want you to actually just find out the one that's easy. But it'd be kind of cool if they gave you 3 different tiers. They gave different power levels. And that way you could just start on the easy one and sim it for the lowest amount of points if you wanted to. Because sometimes I just want to I start hitting that first one right away just to make this go fast. And then more often than not, it's like Black Order, Ultron, Captain Marvel, as Guardians. Those are like the really popular ones. I can't win this, but I'll just roll it anyways. Let's hit Black Order first. So I guess I can try the mirror. Hey! Like, these are not good matchups whatsoever. Full... well, I guess I'll try this one. I don't know. Not even close. I mean, just at 7.0, like, the matchup quality is just... Whew. I just don't care enough about Blitz anymore to even bother about resetting. I'm just going to hit it. Like, if I'm going after a big one, I will adjust some. Because I need to, like Shatterstar and Long Shot. Whenever we get blitzes for Long Shot, I will be doing my utmost to maximize points. But for the most part, for most of these, I just don't care enough. I just want to whip through them. I suppose I won that actually. Because it's really nice just to be able to fight the first team that pulls up and just hit auto and just get through these. I'll try that one. And I'm going to take Vision off that team, I think, because he's on a different team. So I might need to move him. I'm not sure if I'm using Power Armor, or maybe it's Minerva that's on a Kree team. I'll have to check, I forget. But yeah, this feels good right here. But these are my better teams for Blitz, so they can beat more of the gamut of teams I can face. But like I've been facing less Black Order in one slot up here now, which is weird. Before it was like every team, Black Order, one slot was every other fight. Could probably beat that. Can beat this. Let's do that one. And yeah, I don't know why I even tried to do that one. Let's try this one for symbiotes. Okay, bing. Just extra currency. It didn't give much, like 300. I don't even know if that's worth doing, but whatever. Alright, so kind of just hanging out. The events live. Is it live? Yeah, it's live. I've already maxed this out. And I wonder if I should start coring these ones. I've been using it on these guys. So this, if I use, say I use 24 energy, or let's say 16. 16 energy would give me 80 fragments. Compared to, oh, I have to core these. I think these are 12. So 24 would give me 210 compared to 120. Gosh, I wonder if I need to core to refresh these damn things. Because they actually give you more up here. Because because I think this is a 24 energy node. This is a 12 energy node. So if I did 12, 24 would be 140. So 140, and what was the other one? 140, 120. So this would give 120. No, it's not worth it. I guess for 20 more. So I might as well just do this twice and save cores. I might have some Shatterstar, an orb or two to open, so let's try that. Boom. Oh, that was a good pull. I got 29 Shatterstar. Yes! Yes! An 8 Minerva? It's not bad. I'll take that. And I'm close to another one. That's a good pull. I'll take that. Hey, sweetie. I know I'm making a ruckus. Is Daddy making a ruckus? All right, so here, I'm just going to throw my Phoenix on it. I'll come back in with my main team after. And yeah. All right. Oh, got such a good girl. Whew, this is stiff. I gotta get used to this for tomorrow, though. Put that on. I don't know what the song is. Oh, so Omega Red got to play Casino with his OP Shatterstar long shot, and he was able to beat it pretty easily with. It was an 86k punch down, but he did beat it pretty easily with his X-Men. So apparently, Shatterstar and long shot not so much into. Looks like has a problem with Phoenix, but it's not a big deal. I mean, Phoenix beats a lot of teams into. That's not a huge. Disappointment. So have it just because one team can't punch up or punch up 80k into Phoenix and X-Men isn't a big deal. All right. Cool. I'll come in with my main team here in a little bit. I usually have Phoenix try to do like half damage, get through to Mags and Jugs, and then I come with my main team and knock it out. And I just take out this last node and a half, and if there's any damage left to do on the boss, I'll hit it. But that's pretty much what I do in U7. So I'll probably be somewhere in the mid-30s by the time I'm done. But yeah, not a big deal. U7 is very basic now. It's not. ISO has made a huge difference. Black Bolt level 5 ISO Striker. Oh man, I love that. All right, so about 13 minutes until payout. Gonna check my rank. Kind of chilling still. My boy Kid's right behind me, so we don't have to worry about attacking each other. People probably lock on us at the end. Kid's gonna start locking up Morph Shield here in a second. So I can start locking up Morph Shield ahead of time because I know Kid sometimes does this. So I'm going to try that. I'll just try to lock up Morph Shield until I pay out and see if I fall down, then it won't work. But if no one attacks me until like 6 minutes out, I can lock them up and launch the fight. So we'll see how this works. Kid normally tries to lock people up like 11 minutes out, so we'll see. feel like I'm in a cast, I'll be honest. What's up, dudes? Alright, so I gotta back out here. Keep blocking it up. Scissors. Okay. Oh, I see. You can roll it up and tuck it into this tongue. I'm going to try that. It's cool. I didn't know that. It's unlocked. But there's going to be a lot of paper in here. One. Oh, that one was a lot easier. I think it's maybe because I loosened up the boot better. We shall see about that. This thing is definitely like a walking boot. Cool. I might need to put my own soles footbed in these things. I'm not sure if they're going to be a perfect fit, but I have some cork ones, and I can use those. So far so good. Let's see these things. I might have to put the corks in. So this is the footbed. It's not good. There's no support. I mean, it's not the worst one I've ever seen. It's an ortho light. It has like a little bit of like support in here, but it's not terrific. So I might take those out. I need to find my cork. I'll try to find them later on tonight. I think I can't remember if I actually took them out of my other snowboard boots when I sold them. I may have left my corks in them. Oh, dang, I think I did. I sold some ones on Facebook Marketplace. I remember thinking about it, but I don't think I ever did. I had a family member in town. They were helping me with the sales. And I think I might have sold them with my cork liners inside of them. That would suck. Because those things were like $100, but they were really old. And now I'm kind of wishing I didn't take these out, because it's probably going to be hard to get that back in there. Hopefully I don't have to take this liner out. I think I might have to. Come out? Ooh, that didn't want to come out of there. So that's what your liner looks like on a snowboard boot. This one's a little higher end, has some different support systems in it for stability and strength. Most of them are a lot flimsier than this, but that's basically the overall shape. All right, so one more time and then I'll lock in. And I pulled it out because it makes it easier to get the footbed back inside, right, so it sits flat. And it's not like wedged up anywhere. It's hard to get your hand inside the boot this way. All right, that feels good, so let's try to get it back inside. Easier said than done, I'm sure. A lot easier said than done. I'm gonna have to wrestle with this for the night. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, so hopefully. I was pretty close to 5 till, so I'll probably launch this fight. Watch out, baby. You're a good girl. He loves you. Alright, there we go. Whew. A little bit of an arm workout there. So I'm going to try to launch this fight at 1. All right, and this is the first time I've actually gone for first place in a couple of weeks. Usually I'm attacking afterwards, but I have some spare attacks, so even if I fall back down, I can core and use my attacks to fall back up. So the goal of this fight is to finish with under a second left prior to 8 o'clock PST and try to get first place. See how this goes. So far so good. I got their Thanos to flip first. Mine actually even resisted the flip. So going pretty well. Their Cole resisted everything. I'm going to use a special to try to get offense down on Thanos. It worked. Their Ebony Maw's going first. Pretty good. That might strip something from... Nope. But worth a try. Offense up, offense down. I might be able to get their Proxima out, or Cole. I'm sorry, Corvus. And it did. I'm going to keep working on Proxima over here. His taunt lasts for another turn. It's okay. I made basic with my Thanos and not ult because he's got... I think his offense down for 2 turns. I'll probably use it just because it's 2 turns of offense down. That's going to stun mine. I'll try to stun theirs. Okay, so double stuns. And they're kind of beating up on me now. But now I'll get slow up on them. Hopefully I can strip the taunt with proc. Nope. Here I'm actually going to use a basic. So then I have offense up on the next Thanos attack. And he's still neutral. I'm going to try to take out one of the lower ones. Pretty close. I should have went over for one of the other guys. I'm going to start working on Thanos here. Oh, I think I'm actually going to snap. Should I go for the snap finish? For 8 o'clock snap? I'm tempted to try the 8 o'clock snap. And then just like if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But if you get it, it's snap in first place. The only thing is this Thanos over here. There's no death proofs. I want to try the snap. I don't think it's enough. I think it's short. I don't have offense up. I don't think I'll do that much damage to him. But I'm so tempted to, and even if it doesn't work, just for fun, I kind of want to just go for the satisfaction of the snap finish, but I think he's just like a hair too much HP. So I'm kind of watching the clock here to time it. And the snap, I can't remember how long the snap animation is, like 3 seconds? Or is it more like a 5-second animation? So it's one thing, even if I can do the snap, okay, it's right around 07. And the second thing is how long is the snap animation to victory? I'm going to say like 5 seconds. Yes. And we also forgot what time I just said. I think it was 07. But, where's it? 27. That's way tight. Oh, it's so tight. it's locked. I think it was 07. So I'm just gonna watch the clock go down. Whew. Is the strap on there? Okay, it's 07. Get the strap off. Everything's unloose. Try to get my foot in this damn thing. All right, so 07, so that means I'm going to try to finish at 12. And then for whatever reason, it might give me enough second for like a last attack on Thanos if it's not a snap finish. I could really get crazy and try for the 1x, but the 1x would take too long. So I'm going to try for a 3x finish at 12 seconds. And if it's not enough, I can either hit auto or just go for a basic. Wish me luck. Going for the snap first place finish here. I don't think it's going to work, but if it does, that'd be pretty sick. 12. Okay, so it's not a snap. Oh, too late, too late. All right, so it's worth it. So I'm not going to get first. But I got greedy there with the snap finish. But I did finish it like just like a second enough in time. Hopefully it gives me the victory. I didn't time out. Victory. But, so I got first place, but not in time. So I'm probably going to get a different rank payout. I got greedy. So I probably got like 12th payout. I got third, so no one attacked me at third, or else they failed. So I'll take that. It's no big deal. I could have got an extra 100 cores, but I went for the snap. It's cool. Like it's a game, man. It's worth having some fun sometimes. I don't try for things like that very often. But the snap first place finish will be my goal for 2021. If I can get a snap first place, that's what I want to try to knock out. I could probably line it up a little bit using basics and try to work around that. All right, and so that's the. Trying to check on what I need here. I think I need more focus cats than health cats. Yeah, so I'll focus on these ones. Need them all though. I'll post because I think he's gonna ask. Cool. It's always a nice feeling, but oh, I figured Kid would be in second. What happened to Kid? They're beating him up. He must have got second and they finished last or after him, then knocked him down. Or maybe they were trying to piggyback him because he's been finishing higher than I have. All right, so I did RTA, did Blitz, Wars, kind of. I'll check in War for a second. I got my foot in this boot. So let me tighten this thing up. I think you wrap this like a burrito. This sounds how it works. Cool. And you just stuff it in there. Okay, that works. I guess it's like a little. I think it would put a little pressure on your kneecap, but your shin, but maybe not. Ooh, that's not tight. Gotta undo that. It's actually really easy to lace. These things just snap in. It's kind of hard to describe it. There's a very sophisticated locking system that just works. And then for this, you just put it on the side. Oh, those things are very stiff. Gosh, it's weird. Like the left one feels stiffer than the right, just because I've been in the right one for a little bit longer. I actually think I laced it up tighter too. So that's interesting. You can lace it. Yeah, and actually it doesn't feel bad now. The right one's definitely softer. The left one's very stiff. So I think I need to tighten this one up, actually. It's not overly tight. Let me do that. Oh, baby. Hey, sweetie. How do you do? Hey, Rich, how you doing, buddy? Oh yeah, we got a big group. You guys warned tonight, or is this tonight your guys war off? Come on, good boy. Where's your ball? Get your ball. Oh, good boy. Yeah, we're not, obviously. With that being said, we're not going too hard against these guys. They're big boy alliance. I might buy. We're trying to get over to Mepe or Barracks. We're probably gonna have a hard time clearing these guys. I'm worried if I try my Zemo team versus this. I just put together one. This is probably too big for it, and I feel like Zemo's probably, or not Zemo, but Taskmaster's probably gonna hold my face as soon as I get into this fight, or target my Zemo, because my Hydra team's not fully set up yet for a Merc fight where they target the highest damage dealer. So I kind of got to wait on that. I could probably run something else to beat this, but I'm trying to fight like full teams where I can test some things. But yeah, these guys have got monster teams on their side. They were 642k before we lost this. He's trying 100k punch up, which, you know, it's not a non-war, so I don't blame him at all for going for things. Yeah, it kind of speaks to how strong this team still is in the war meta when they're shut. Yes, it is a 100k punch up, but they're absolutely shut that down with Killmonger and Shuri. So yeah, Mercs. It's gonna be interesting to see how people handle the new skill terry team that comes online, because Shuri and Killmonger when they're high function very well with the Merc team at tier 14. So it'll be interesting to see if people pull Killmonger off the Merc squad and run something else there. There's other options, but it'll be interesting to see where people value the best, again, the best value for Killmonger, if it's with Mercs on defense, or else if it's with the skilletary, whatever side of war they land on. So something to watch out for. But yeah, definitely a tough war for us. we're doing pretty well in war. We have a good trophy count, but yeah, occasionally we will pull a massive alliance that's just going to sit on us, and we can't really do much about it. I'm going to check to see if they are attacking my war defense. So just give me 1 second. I'm in cargo bay, so I don't think they're taking a direct shot at me. No, they're kind of just race prepping at this point and working in other rooms. So I'll flip it back. But yeah, I think so. I still have 2 more attacks. So if anyone messes with me tonight, yeah, 3. I think there's 3 more hours until I think it's 11 o'clock now with daylight savings. It's going to be 3 more hours. So I still have 2 more attacks to move back up to first as needed. So I'm doing good there. I'm really just about done, guys. I got all my stuff knocked out. It's an off war, so there's not really much to cover there. And oh, I got another show business orb. Okay, so I only got 2, and the Loki I can't use. There's a lot of good rewards in here, but Loki's one of the ones that I can't use at all. But there are actually a lot of characters that I still need to farm. I need the Farm Beast. I don't need the top 3. Don't need Deadpool. I do need Domino, so I think, what is that, 1, 2, none of those. No, 3 for Ironheart, 4 for Minerva, 5 for Negasonic, 6 for Proxima, 7 for Shatterstar. So I can use, how many is there? 4, 6, 8, 12. No, I can't count. 4, 8, 12, 16, 26. So I can use 7 out of 26. So not great odds. About a little, somewhere in between 1 out of 3 and 1 out of 4. So like, what is that? 38%. No, not 38. I have like a 30%, 28 to 38%, 28 to 30% chance of pulling a character I need. 28 to 30%. Sorry, my math is not working with me tonight. But yeah, that's better than most orbs, to be honest. A lot of these orbs I can't use, like maybe 2 characters. So to get 30% chance of pulling something I can get some kind of value out of, it's better than most. I still miss the old ones like 2 years ago where you could, every time you pulled it, you would always pull a middle drop of the character you were trying to farm from this event. And then they changed it, so it's like it's a little bit of a bummer. It's so much nicer when you always pull the middle drop of that said character. In this case, Shatterstar. That was rad when they used to do that. It was a nice thing that they did for the community, and you could really ramp up your shard farm there. But they obviously didn't like that. Cool. And then raids. I think I got another beta raid. So let's bang-a-rang. Let's do the beta raid. I'm the far right node or lane in this. We're in beta difficulty 3, so I'm running the far right, and it looks like this one's mainly Pyro, Deadpool, and somewhat Cable are the main priorities in this. Kill off the Wolverines before they get too old. Same thing with Crossbones, but mainly want to get Deadpools and Pyro under control. So this is bio and tech. I don't have a strong bio. I do like my tech. I wonder if I do a hybrid. Here. Run that. My yo-yo sucks. I can run Shuri, Scream. I don't know if Scream adds value. Like, I guess I could, but Deadpool's gonna flip all those things. So I don't think I even want to be minion heavy here, or not minion, but I don't know if I want to be. Gonna move this around. I'm gonna throw a Black Bolt in the middle. Then I want the minute CD. So frustrating. Get rid of that, please. All right, and then I'll run Doc Ock in the second spot. Ultron in the third, sure. I want to run Yo-Yo in this slot next to Doc. And then either Shuri, Captain Marvel, Invisible Woman would not be good because of Yo-Yo. I don't know if my Yo-Yo is going to do anything here. I'm going to try to run Crystal because I don't use it anywhere else. And then she can help protect my Yo-Yo as well. YOLO. Where's your ball? Buddy. You remember your ball? Hanson. Hanson, I love you. My dog's giving me the I want to play eyes. I might have to go make a drink here in a second as an excuse to go play a little ball with him. I'm going to hold off on the special and wait until I get take some damage like so. Ooh. Ooh. All right, perfect, Crystal. I love you. Let's get those bots going. I need to get these Deadpools out of here pronto. Yeesh. Hang in there, boys. All right, one down. I better take this one out first because he went first. Yeah, sayonara. And let's try to control this Deadpool because he's a joke. All right, now let's throw out the special. Use the ult, because I'm not sure how much longer Crystal's going to survive, so I don't mind throwing it out there. And here I want to control the Wolverines. So down goes one here in a second. All right, triple attack, Black Bolt. You're absolutely a scholar and a saint. All right, pull Black Bolt. Nope, pull Black Bolt. I'm not as worried with Sabretooth, even though it's pretty good. Let me see. View teams. Yeah, it's showing 153 and 154 for Deadpool. Did it say 35 on the main page? I can't check on this one because I'm going to beat it, but maybe look right now. I'm not sure where you're looking at. Oh, on the top right for Wolverine. 30. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a. I'll have to point that out to my lines. I didn't even look at that. You know, it's all fake stuff because they're just changing the power levels based on a slider in the background. So I think they changed them on the actual team, but they didn't change it on this little pick to match. So when whoever went in on the dev side to like do the matchups probably didn't sync them, so they probably don't like. So it says 39K. If I go to view teams. Pyro is 171, so it's not even correlating, or else maybe the base is 39, but then they multiply that by 5. Like, is 39 a multiple of 171? I don't think it is, but yeah, these are some big teams, but the N ones are actually, this is small, so the N teams in this beta rate are like 312K to the lowest 230, the highest 312. I think it's a Mysterio. That's 312K, and I'll show you it after I get out of this fight. And then the other ones are, I think the low man in the boss fight is 230. So it's just massive. This is very difficult. I heard from Remnant Extreme. I'm not sure if it's still true. Maybe one of the End Alliances finally beat it, but no one has 100%ed this yet. My alliance, I think, was at 67 or 71%. My individual team 3, got 71 or 72% yesterday in our clear, but it ramps up really steep. But yeah, thanks for pointing that out, Rich. I didn't notice about that. So are you guys doing beta 4 raid and then difficulty 3, or are you guys doing a different raid right now for Greeks? So the boss in my lane, you're doing beta. Are you doing beta raid 4, or are you guys doing a different kind of level? 4.3? Okay, you're doing the same one then. So, yeah, you're aware. You're doing the same stuff. But yeah, like 230 I think is the low one with this MLT, and 312 is Mysterio. So that's kind of a range there. But like these ones feel like, easy in comparison. Like that was a really easy node compared to that boss fight, which is going to be 2 or 3 times harder. But yeah, it's interesting that I think it's all made up math, because these are all like fictitious. So they're just taking a base stat line and using some kind of multiplier in the background just to scale things on the slider. I think it sucks personally. I wish they would actually take the time to create new rates for us, and make it, design it for our power levels. But they only go back in and do these things every once in a while, and then they always ramp it up so it's so much harder than what we're actually capable of for 100% right now. And I wouldn't even have a problem with that. Like I was saying earlier, like they just need to increase the rewards. Like the rewards for these are just laughable. So bonus or possible rewards and then bonus rewards. I forget how this works between the possible and bonus, but 3.5K is very little. Even 10K if you add these things up. That's 9.1K in gold. Even if you get both of those, which I can't remember why you get a bonus compared to the possible. I don't recall what that is, if it's a one shot or what that means. But so like 9.1 thousand is not going to do a whole lot for endgame players doing this raid. Like we need gold in droves, and 9,000 gold per node that we win, and we're probably individually how many do you think you guys are beating per person? 7, 8 nodes per person? I haven't really counted. Maybe we're doing 10. I don't know, but I can't imagine it's more than 10 per person. So I imagine somewhere between like 5 and 10 is somewhere what most of us are doing. So that's like 50K gold that you'll be getting, somewhere around there. If it's just 3.5K, you're even less. But yeah, they need to ramp up the rewards for these, and mainly they also, not just the per node rewards, but also the completion rewards. They need to scale with the difficulty scaling a little better. But yeah, tough war for us, and yeah, kind of just chilling. I might do some more RTA matches here in a second. Just trying out some teams. I've already finished my stuff that I'm going for. I'm skipping Chavez and She-Hulk, and I've already done all the weekly stuff. I did 550 like within the first 12 hours or so from when it got released. I don't know. So I like doing RTA because I like testing things. But then when I'm testing things, sometimes I feel like a jerk. I'll be honest. So I can't wait for leaks to come out. I think it's really needed because when I start testing some bigger teams, I start wondering if I'm like just being a complete jerk compared to other people that are trying to go for objectives. It's like once you complete your stuff, should you just stay out of RTA and make it easier for other people? So like when I bring this team into RTA, like sometimes I'll get some bigger teams, but then other times I get a lot of folks that are going for objectives, and then I start feeling like I'm just a jerk doing this matches when I'm trying to like play around with my team. Like he's got a good team, but obviously he's playing around with Crossbones and Storm. He doesn't have these aren't PvP characters, so he's probably got a much bigger roster than I have, or as strong, but those are not PvP characters. So really, he's bringing in 3 PvP tunes, and then hoping the rest can help him get some objectives. So, but really, I should absolutely murder this guy, and I'll throw the basic over there. Throw the stun on Emma, or not the stun, but the special rather. He doesn't have any clear, so I'm just going to defense up and all that. And then as soon as I get to my ult, this fight's over. All right, I'm going to put this in auto. He has no chance. And I'm going to make a cup of tea, and I'll be right back. What's up, kiddos? Okay, hold on. I'll give you one. What? Oh. bitch. Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Oh, you guys hungry? Oh, good job, good job. Cool. So really like RTA, like what I want to test is, for the most part, I don't think Phoenix is that optimal. But if you can protect her, she can actually start to carry some matches. But I still prefer to run Zemo and X23 personally. But mine aren't massive. Most of my powers in this team, or using Doc Ock, I find a good team as well. So I throw Doc Ock in the place of Phoenix. If I want to run speed, I'll use some kind of rotation of Emma, Ma, Doc Ock sometimes, Zemo. My Zemo's pretty small for my roster size, and X23, who's like 100K for me. Where's she at? 105. But they can be out-sustained, so that the counter to them is if you can kind of outlast their initial burst, you can come back and win some fights. And I just don't have enough raw power for them to always... My Zemo needs to completely clear the buffs and the taunt from Thanos, but he's not big enough with focus and red stars and yellow stars yet to clear these massive Thanos like I have. So it's not like the best... Well, I think it's the best team you can run. It's not the best team that I can run, I guess is what I'm saying, because mine aren't strong enough to pull off the effect that's needed. I should have thrown that vulnerable over on Ebony Maw, so I wasn't really thinking. I'll try to clear here. I'm not going to use my Phoenix special. I'm actually going to save the flip as well. I'm just going to work on their Ebony. And then now I still have my Ebony, my Phoenix cleanse or my Emma Stone, Emma Frost special as well, so I can cleanse two different ways. They're running an objective team, so to be honest, it doesn't really matter what I'm saying right now. I don't think they can win. I'm just going to throw this over on their Colossus and start working him out. I'm just waiting until... I don't even know why I'm trying to clear this. So I have offense down. It doesn't really matter because I'm not using her damage. It kind of hurts her focus, so it kind of did. But now you still have taunt. Okay, take a turn. And then their Phoenix will go. She won't have taunt anymore. And then I can focus on Black Bolt, which is really what I'm trying to do. He's probably going to special my Emma Stone out of the fight. Oh, no, I forgot the taunt. Thanos' taunt for 2 turns is just massive. And drink's ready, so I'm going to go grab that, and then he'll be back up to full health. And then I kill 1 or 2, he'll get enough. So I could ult right here and take the risk of getting through Colossus. Oh, what the hell, just to spice things up. Let's do it. And there goes Ebony. Oh my gosh, there goes Colossus. Okay, that was the right call. That was super easy. She'll special. No, she's a build luck, so it's going to be a basic. And we'll see who she targets here. It's probably going to be, I don't know. I don't think there's any options right now. She's kind of hurt. I don't think they want to play anymore. They're done playing with me. There you go. So I'll cleanse everything. Put slow on their Phoenix, and I'll be right back. It's the fight. What's up, Harris? Moonwalking, guys. Hey, it's moonwalking. All right. So he has a strong power team, but he's going for objectives, and I kind of wish like they would have 2 lanes in this. I put forward some suggestions of how I think this could be improved. I think RTA needs some changes. I think it has a lot of potential, but in its current form, it's not engaging. But they can make it really engaging, but they need to work on the format to make it so that's engaging mode that people want to actually manually play the fights and not just treat it like Blitz. Load a fight with some silly objectives with characters that are not competitive whatsoever hit auto, walk away, make a Sammy, drink a beer, come back. So they need to do something to where you actually care about making these fights. And again, like there's just, unless I completely botch this, Sif's not the worst character. She still has some value of things they can do, but it's not good. It's going to be hard for them to compete with 4.5 kind of PvP tunes. I just have a natural advantage. And even though like Phoenix may not be the best for my comp, she's still more of a value target, something you have to deal with that presents a problem compared to Sif. So here I'm just going to basic. If she dies, she dies. It's fine. I already have the taunt up on my... and it looks like she didn't want to ult because she didn't want to kill my Phoenix there, which is understandable. And I actually wish my Emma would go second because now hers is getting cleansed, throw slows on mine. Though my Ebony Maw and Thanos will resist, it's always better if your Emma can go second compared to the Mirror Emma, because then you can cleanse the slows and throw them right back in their face rather than having to sit through slow to get your third turn with Emma, or second turn with Emma rather. So here I'm going to save the ultimate and just throw that out there. He's probably going to use his ultimate, try to slow me again, but I already have slow on 2 of my characters, so and then that would, yeah, he's saving it. And that would kill my Dark Phoenix, so I wasn't really worried about that if he did. He's going to try to cleanse my Thanos. Yeah, I'd really like this to not be mirror matches. Personally, I think it's not PvP at all when you have to do mirror matches. So hopefully they can get away from mirror matches and give us like different types of groups of characters that we have to choose from in order to play each other. That would be kind of cool. All right, I'm gonna suck everything up now. Kind of tired of being slowed indefinitely. I'm just gonna go straight down the pike because I have to with the taunt. They're all slowed anyways, but this should kill their Thanos. Get really close to it, or rather. All right, that's it. And then I'm gonna go after probably their Ebony. He's a little easier to kill than their Maw rather than their Ebony. It doesn't really matter if they kill my Dark Phoenix. I'm still going to win regardless because my Black Bolt's just going to nuke him. And that's why I keep going away from Black Bolt. But in this individual setup, there's just so many things they have to deal with that they survive long enough for my Black Bolt to get to his ultimate. And that's really just GG normally. Like when you have a really big Black Bolt, mine's not huge, but he's ISO 5 striker. And I can't remember if he's 5 or 6 red star. He's definitely not 7. Okay, 6. I think I bought him up to 6, a year ago, and he still packs a punch. So even though he's slow in this, he still has a high health pool, and you have to get through Emma's slow, passive slows, Ebony's defensive up and offense downs, Thanos' 2 turns of taunt and tankiness, and then Phoenix, and then like what often happens is like Black Bolt is just left there like. They wait, trying to get through all this, and by the time, it's like a ticking time bomb. That's basically what he is in this comp. He's just a ticking time bomb, and you have to have something that can deal with him. And usually, if there's like a 640k, Hydra team, they'd probably smoke me. So I don't think this is like the optimal, like I was saying. But for my roster and where my power is on my roster, I think that might be the best I can put together. Like my Hydra team is just tiny. It's like half the power, so... it's hard to compete in PvP with tier 12 characters versus tier 14. I do have a tier 14 Zemo, but the yellow and red stars aren't there to really do what he needs to do, which is have that high focus and strip all the buffs. Like my Thanos is 7 red star. A lot of folks in my arena shard at the top have 7 red star Thanos as well, and my Zemo's not going to clear that taunt reliably. So here... I'll just throw the offense down on Black Bolt, start working on him. Emma's going to cleanse it. Again, I'm using an objective tune, like 4 PvP tunes and an objective tune. That's what a lot of folks are doing. And that's cool. But like that's why RTA doesn't feel great right now. They're like, I'm using 5 PvP-oriented tunes, they're using 4.5. And unless I just misplay or they just have the RNG or something go their way, they're just usually at a disadvantage. And so it's hard to make up. So again, just not using the Phoenix special. let the Thanos taunt take effect. Or also, the other way to play it is use a Thanos basic to open, don't taunt, and then special with Dark Phoenix right away. So there's a couple different ways to do that. Again, my Ebony's going first, which is not optimal. That's the harder way to play the fight. You want her to go second after their Emma. That way you're not slowed and getting to your next turn. Now, their Emma went second. Now the next turn they're going to go first. So, and you don't want your Black Bolt to be slowed too long, but since he has 90, I forgot what his speed is, 90 or 100, he goes after the Emma, obviously, especially with her passive slow. So it actually doesn't stick on him too long. It sticks on your Emma the longest because she literally goes right before theirs, which sucks. So that's really one of the reasons why I hate the mirrors. So a lot of the fight mechanics just play out as to whose mirror character goes in what order, and it's like a lot of coin flips. And that, so my Thanos is going to die too. I'm going to focus on their Black Bolt. That's really all that matters in this fight. If I can get their Black Bolt out, there's no way they can win, and they can't win anymore. So that's the fight. Bye-bye Namor, bye-bye Ebony, and it doesn't really matter at this point. Their Emma can't do much against my team now. But yeah, good fight, but again, it is a handicap for them because Namor doesn't do much in PvP. So again, Black Bolt's a ticking time bomb, and he pretty much gets the fight. So there's just multiple bombs in this fight. There's Black Bolt, there's Phoenix, and then there's basically your tanky controllers are Thanos, Ebony, and Emma. But you have two forms of cleanse to get rid of slows and offense down between Phoenix and Emma, which is nice. This is a 100k punch down though, and that's I guess I'm just a little bit bigger everywhere on these main four that we're using the same characters, and then most of it's coming from Namor compared to my Phoenix is 40k it looks like. So 40k there, and then 60k, 23k on my Thanos, 30k on Ebony, 13k on Black Bolt. They have 1k on my Emma. So yeah, they're just at a disadvantage besides Emma, and then obviously using Namor. So not a fair fight. But that's not a knock on that player at all. If I'm sure they could probably beat me with their best roster, they're just not happen to be using it because they're going for objectives. It's just a problem with the real-time arena where it's not balancing out what our motivations are, and I think it's just trying to give everyone like a different group of motivations, and like say, okay, Lorca Will wants to play to get better at PvP, and Chaos wants to play to use some objective characters or tinker with some different types of teams to see if there's any potential out of them, that kind of stuff. So I normally would go after Emma, but I don't think I can do much to her anyways. So I'm just going to put a little damage over on Black Bolt. Emma will clear his offense down, so that's not going to hold. I'm just trying to put a little tick of damage on him to where when I start targeting him later, he's just a little closer to death. That's the only purpose of hitting him first. I can go after Thanos first, but normally he starts to regen them anyways, so it's kind of a waste. And again, Ebony regens, and then Mystique had the deflect, so it wasn't going to hit her. So, and then Emma's also going to regen over time because of her passive. So Black Bolt's the target. All right, so here this is the first time in the recent fights that my Emma's gone after theirs, which is nice. So now I can flip the offense in slows, put it over on them. They all had immunities from their Ebony Maul, but it's still, my team is going to be sped up this time. We both have a ticking time bomb with Black Bolt, and the mirrors, they have Mystique and I have Phoenix. So I would say I'm at a little bit of an advantage, but again, if the turn order goes a certain way, and right now they're kicking the crap out of my Thanos, which is interesting. I'm wondering why they're so much further ahead on my Thanos. I'm not sure if they've just been landing crits or what it was. He still has defense up, so that's interesting, but they have a full Thanos and mine is KO'd at 7 red stars. So maybe I wasn't paying close enough attention, but oh, he was blinded, so that sucked. So now I have to special here. They'll kill her, but yeah, it looks like a loss. I wonder if it was Mystique throwing her ult on my Thanos and my Black Bolt hit him or my Phoenix hit him. I didn't see that, so I imagine it probably had to do with Mystique's ult on my Thanos, but be honest, I wasn't paying close enough attention to that. All right, so who do I want to target here? I think I'm going to put on those three. Kind of debated that. I'm not exactly sure. My only chance here is to really get Black Bolt out of the fight, but I'm going to go the other way and go after Emma. All right, and then I'll start going after Black Bolt. He's going to ult me here in a second. I don't think I can stop that. I'll try to special to heal up a little bit. That might kill her. Yeah. Yep. All right, then my turn. It's going to be close. I don't think it's going to kill him, but it'll be... Oh, the triple because of my ISO. And I think I've won this at this point, but it's going to be close because his Thanos, I think, is going to... they both have immunity, so there's not really a whole lot of point of throwing this other than Black Bolt. It's really close. Okay, I'm glad I saved it because now I can cleanse it with Emma on her next turn. Cleanse it all. She'll start to heal again. I don't think they can... They might be able to because they're going after my Black Bolt pretty hard here. That's probably going to kill my Black Bolt. Oh, no, they can't win. Yeah, I got it. Doesn't matter if my Black Bolt dies now. GG. But a really close game. Their Mystique did well, and I don't even think their Mystique was that strong. So that might have been a better comp of mine too, like pound for pound. We'll see the power levels here. But that Mystique, they absolutely just stomped my 7 red star Thanos with their... I think the 105 Mystique had a lot to do with taking him out. So it's kind of cool comp. He was running. It's very even in power, so it looks like he was trying something. And that was a very close fight. It might not look like it was an extremely close fight, but it's a very, very close fight. And his Thanos is a little stronger than mine, so I wonder if that's... We're both running Raider. He must have like one more item put on the T15 gear than I do, because I have mine maxed out every T4. So I think that's because he must have one more item on the tier 15 side of things that's equipped. All right, sorry guys, let me kick on my music. I'm not sure why it stopped. There we go. Hey buddy, how you doing, pal? I wish we had like I don't mind the wars that are like off wars. I just wish like you could you have a fun war every time, because it's just war's a fun part of the game. So I wish that you could have good matchups each time, just for like something to look forward to on the war nights. But like our alliance like hypes each other up going in. I stopped doing it myself, but like the alliance leads will send out. I was one of the ones that started doing that, doing all the different war gifts leading into a fight. And then I sit down as a war captain for my group, but they've continued on with doing the war gifts, which is fun. And they just post various ones to hype people up for war. So they get all the hype kind of stuff going. And then like 2 minutes later, 70 mil punch up. Wah, wah. Everyone just walks out of the arena. There's no competition. There's no one's going to fight it anymore. So it's just kind of funny how that works in war right now, where like you try to hype everybody up to participate and get all excited for it. And like, okay, not tonight. Tired of my S6 getting countered by these PA Ultimus teams. Need to find a way to prevent it. Maybe tossing Sentry into stealth, or Mordo to stun blind, maybe tossing Vision. But need something, or else they are worthless on D. Oh, so it looks like the Power Armor Ultimus is really doing the trick. Now I've got to find kids. I'll show that on stream. I'll show you guys on stream here in a second. All right, let me find it on stream. I'll show you guys the log of it in war. I'll have to blind the channel out for a second until I find his room. All right, guys, give me 1 second, and I'm gonna find Kid Jester's war team, and then I'll show you guys the fight he's talking about. So it sounds like his Power Armor team got knocked out. I think he's in barracks. Yes, he is. All right, so I'll show you guys now. Boom. Let's try to find it. So it looks like our guy Shadow tried that little shield crit team somewhat. Not exactly, but it looks like he tried some version of it. And Brotherhood, 100K Punchdown just smashed it. In which, yeah, I think that team's better on offense because these characters are they don't have any prevention of being blinded, so they don't get immunity from shield. So that even if you're playing this team, that version of this team is better on offense, not defense. I mean, I guess if somebody doesn't use Brotherhood, maybe it could get a defensive win, but it's very susceptible to being using Brotherhood on it. And again, people already use BH against the normal shield, so combining the two is not a defense team in my opinion. No big deal. It's still used. It sucked up a 542 Brotherhood, so in that case, job well done. Supernatural Brotherhood versus Merc, 70K Punchdown. Still not a huge win there, but got it. Punch Across, we got a victory. Pimp Tech got a win. Oh, Supernatural. So he's probably just testing. But yeah, Supernatural is not terrific. Even with all their dodges, you think Elsa would start punishing him, but a 71, he actually has a pretty big Supernatural, except for Elsa's his lowest power, which probably hurt him. If he had like a 90, 100K Elsa, that might have gone differently because her damage on dodges. But her being the smallest one probably didn't convey that passive ability strong enough. All right, X-Force into F4. Power Armor versus... Looks like Kid's using the Ghost Rider version of the Brawler team. No Captain Marvel, which I'm kind of surprised by. I don't know why he's not putting Captain Marvel here instead of Miles. Instead of... I'm not sure where he's putting Captain Marvel. Maybe on the Wave 1? I don't know. It seems like that's the perfect spot if you're using Ghost Rider. Also use... I don't know, maybe Miles has a lot of synergy with this team for passive that they need. But for a 50K tune, Captain Marvel probably does there better. But to be honest, I don't think it would have mattered. A 500K for 88K Power Armor is still going to beat a Captain Marvel version of this team, so it doesn't matter. Not worth griping about. Symbiotes into the Drax. Asgardian, pretty standard stuff. Straight Inhumans into Wave 1. Inhumans, he normally crushes this team. I'm surprised it even got that close, to be honest. I don't understand why it got that close. He must have had a really bad target selection or something went wrong. Because usually you just Karnak, Hulk, or Captain America, but usually Hulk. So he can't taunt. And then start going after, one of the other ones. He maybe got stuck on something. But he's got a tier 14 yo-yo and very big tunes. I don't know. I'm having a hard time understanding why he barely won that in a 100K Punchdown. Maybe it was defense down. So maybe maybe the AI just really focus fired Crystal or something like that. You don't know. It looks weird. It looks like to be honest, it looks like he probably just put this on auto and walked away. That's what it looks like to me. He got the win, so he's not wrong, but I don't think he piloted that. X-Men into Wave 1. Yep, that wins. Also Punchdown, but yeah, wins. Symbiotes into... Okay, so Kid's using CM on Asgardians. And this is the team fight that he was talking about. So he was kind of complaining, Kid was, that this Power Armor Ultimates team, I don't mean in a bad way, he was kind of illustrating to our alliance that Power Armor and Ultimates, a couple, what would you say Power Armor is right now? Like somewhere between a level, like from a top 10 war offensive teams, from like the stock ones, not with Ultimates, but just in general, Power Armor is somewhere around like, I would say 7 to 11, somewhere in that range, depending on your roster. If you have a 600K version of Power Armor, maybe just like they're top 3. But like pound for pound versus other teams, all things being equal, I haven't thought of this like deeply, but just from susceptibility as to like how many things can trip them up, whether it's slows or different things like that, or burst damage. I think somewhere between 7 and 11 is their rank. But with Ultimus on there too, now there's 90K Ultimus, you just got jacked. Now, basically a punch across, but a slight punch up. Good size Falcon, pretty decent size, a really balanced team to be honest. And then this big Ultimus and crushed his 119K Sinister 6. That's an interesting thing. I actually want to test that tonight. Did I already use my Power Armor? I did. Damn it. I would have loved to test that. I wouldn't have got a chance, to be honest. because these guys are going to have 600k versions of Sinister Six if they have them on defense. So my Power Armor Ultimus is too small. But I definitely want to try that team out in Blitz. So I might try that and give that a shot and see what they can do. That's interesting. I've heard of this team before, but I haven't seen it like in the logs a lot to really dissect. And that gives you a really interesting version of it. And it's really just trying to get Doc Ock below 50% and then using Ultimus on his ult to immediately get turn meter and then just wreck him with all the buffs he has up. So you're just going to ult, get taunt over on Doc Ock and then try to burst him down. I guess the one thing I'm wondering about in that fight is the only thing I'm curious about is how do you focus without Iron Man's ultimate to single target? Is how do you focus it specifically on Doc Ock? I need to look into a War Machine's passive, so that's one thing I need to do. So let's take a look at that. So I can't remember if it does it on all opponents that drop below a certain percent health, or if it's just sometimes. So I have his passive, gain 10%. Always apply taunt to enemies when they drop below 50% health. Okay, sorry, I already do have that passive. I didn't know that. When an enemy drops below 50% health, they gain taunt. Okay, so it doesn't even matter which one. So the AoE is fine. You just need to get Doc Ock below 50%. It applies taunt, and then the taunt's going to trigger the turn meter on Ultimus. Just kind of thinking this out. On enemy taunt, fill speed bar by 30%. Is that all it is? On kill, fill speed bar for all non-Kree allies by 15%. Fill speed bar for all Kree allies. So that's another nice thing. So if he one-shots Doc Ock, you're going to fill your speed bar for your team by 15%. And then you're going to start like rolling. And as soon as Doc Ock falls on that team, it's GG. The other teams, they fall apart. Okay. You growling? Come on, Hanson. Come on, Hanson. They're doing like a little Mexican standoff with my Aussie, kind of like doing a little light growl in the hallway. They start to like stare at each other, and like he's trying to get her to play, but like kind of give like a little Hanson. Your ball's right here. Come on, grab your ball. Let's play. They're both good kids. All right, so, and I probably need to put more T4s in them for fun. You know, I don't mind having an answer to that. So actually kind of cool. And I'm sure there's other teams that combination would work on well. Power Armor plus something else to get teams below 50% health. With War Machine, and you can use that versus other teams. So I'm actually going to, mine's not tiny, but it's not big either, but he's probably pretty close to the rest of my Power Armor as well. But I probably need to put T4s on him. 30% chance to apply ability block, defense down, and mind control one enemy to attack the primary target. That's really nice. I know it's just 30% chance, but that would give 60% chance for ability block and defense down, and then 30% chance for mind control. And like just to have it on him is just kind of fun. And I only have him at tier 11. I might bring him up. Something else I want to work on. So I think Sinister Six, especially with this new unlock event, a lot of people are going to be running Sinister Six on defense because they're going to get Doc Ock in the next event. A lot of folks missed him on the first pass, and then they'll be getting him at 5 stars, 6 stars, etc. And then with X-Force, that's now farmable. Domino's not farmable. Hopefully at some point, I mean, I think Doc or the Doc Ox event is coming around again, you know, sometime soon. But we really need to get these. This is the only place to get her. And like, I have not opened up one of these for like a month. I only got 61. I mean, like, I don't have a ton of these things. And she's only, I forget what it was, a 5% drop in here or something like that? Okay, 10%. So 10% you can get 5 shards of her. So 1 out of 10. So 1 out of 10, on average, I'm going to pull 6 of her drops. So I should pull 30 shards. So I have 30 shards of Domino in there. Like, that's not much. So like, she's not farmable in my eyes. You can pull her in the premiums and there. So for X-Force, like, I don't think I'm going to be able to hit it because of Domino. Like, even if I rushed on X23, Domino's not farmable, so I can't get her. So I'm sure a lot of people are in the same boat unless you're buying her, but I'm not going to pay $30 for like ×5 to just get her to 7-star for Doc Ock. So, I was actually buying the X23s to get her, then unlock Doc, but I'm not going to be able to get Domino there. So it probably makes sense for me just to chill on X23 and then just focus on the buying all of the T15 gear I can out of the store. Sadly enough. But let's check out my Power Armor team. I think it's one of my worst war teams, like power-wise. They're not strong. So Ultimus would be on the low side of this with Ironheart. But I'll start building up their ISOs if I did that as well, especially Falcon to 13. Iron Man gets dropped. Is she a healer? So she's a healer. I might want to change her to a protector. And I don't know if she needs to be a skirmisher. I think that's a skirmisher. Because she gets so much focus for her Heartbreaker with 100,000 extra focus. She doesn't need to be a skirmisher. I was doing it for this ability block, I think. But I think I want to change her away from skirmisher and have her be a damage dealer on her Heartbreaker. Might make more sense. And really the only point of doing a skirmisher would be for that. Let me change her. I think she makes more sense as a raider. Alright, put her over as a raider. And yeah, I think that makes more sense for her. I can't remember what matchup I was trying to do, but I thought it might make more sense to have her as a skirmisher to land that ability block. But you're not going to get that extra focus until level 5 anyways, and there's no time soon am I going to rank her up to level 5 ISO. Okay, that's not really worth it to me right now, so I'm going to hold off on that. And then the defense down for 2 turns is nice, so at some point I might level her up to do the defense down for 2 turns for war. That might be a good one to do. But if I do one on her, I'll probably be Heartbreaker. But I don't know if it's needed. So let me put this team together. I'll actually try it in Blitz right now. Let's see how this works. I'll probably need to delete one of my Power Armor squads. I think I have a couple in here. Or at least a couple different teams with Vision on it. Yeah, so I think I'm running this. So let me drop a Vision. Put in Ultimus. I may have to delete a team. So let's delete the Vision. Boom. Done. Alright, so next war, I'll plan on this, but see, like at 315k, I don't know. Hopefully I can run into Sinister. I don't see many Sinister 6 in defense, and like, I mean, this Power Armor could beat this team, standard Power Armor. Let me try to run something else. Oh, I just did my Blitz rotation. Damn it. Did I not save? Did I save it? Maybe it didn't save. Okay. Let me try that again. Filters. All pa. Yeah, I just want to test the team, see how it does. If you guys have any experience with the power armor kind of squad like this, let me know. I'm kind of curious what you guys think. I'll put him there for now, and then I'll fix it. Pop, pop, pop. Save. Let's roll it. Oh, 25 because I use these in different teams. I wonder where I use Ultimus at. I must have them in a create team or something like that. I don't want to play against Scientist Supreme. All right, I'll try versus this team. I think I'm just going to nuke this team. Oh, I sim-blissed it. Damn it. Damn it, damn it. That's what I get for forgetting. Damn it. So I don't want to go against a team that has like a first taunt. Oh, there's no Groot here, but I want to specifically try the War Machine. So none of those are good options. Dang it. Crossbones is going to taunt on turn 1. So let's try this. I guess. Let's try this one. Not a great example, but kind of a funky team. But they have high health pulls with Luke Cage and guys, my feet are getting kind of tired just sitting in these boots. I gotta get used to these things. I definitely think I need to get corks. I'm getting like foot fatigue just sitting in these. I'm gonna have to like pack some water when I go. All right. What the hell? I think I'm gonna ability block Luke Cage and focus the special over here. Hanson, where's your bow? Hanson, come on. You get it? Good boy. All right, let's get some speed up going. You got your bow? All right, so no one's haunted yet, so I'm just gonna go for the basic. Oh, we got a bonus attack because I think I have him as a striker. Maybe that's why I did it. So he's got taunt. He gains speed up here. But it went. He lost it so quick. I wonder why he lost it, because he gained health from something. Something gave him health, so he went back to over 50% and lost taunt. So I'll try this, but it's not exactly what I'm going for because he only had 2 buffs on him. But I'm still going to win this fight. The one thing I wish you could do more in this blitz to like the mode more is actually test some fights. So it actually, like, whenever I'm looking for a specific matchup, I can never find it. Like, it's very hard to find matchups you're looking for in blitz. Yeah, I keep wanting to call it blitzing now. It is blitzing, but just blitz. I just can't find the matchup, and I'm like, I'm always looking for something specific. I want to try it, and it's just hard. That team might be pretty good to test first, because there's no taunting there. So I might try that team. All right, let's try this team. For science. That's another thing I'm thinking about too, is like, if you can't get your Ultimus in the turn order, I'm wondering if there's ever a time when the turn order doesn't work perfectly. I got a lucky ability block on there before he can use his special or ult, so he's gonna have to basic with offense up rather than anything else. So I'm just gonna try to take the offense up away from all 3 of those. So he healed and he kept the taunt, which is interesting. I thought it went away when he went over 50. It didn't. So now Ultimus is going to go next, I think, or close to next. This might put more under 50%, maybe. So Johnny's under 50, but all they have is taunt. I'm going to wait and just on the ult and try to get others under 50%, like maybe Thang, and see the turn meter on Ultimus. So yeah, he's going again. Okay, so I kind of like that. That does feel good. And there's the kill. So I wonder if this team is just better this way. Yeah, they're onto something with that passive in Ultimus, because he just starts. The problem with Ultimus has always been his speed. So War Machine just putting out all these taunts has sped up Ultimus a lot. So even if you're not using it, that is a good comp. Damn it, that felt really really good. I just did 200k punch ups in 8.3. That is definitely an 8.3 team. That might have been 8.1 and 8.2, but that feels good. That's much better than the other way. All right, let me move them up. I'll definitely use them for Simblitz as well. I think with Ultimus targeting taunt, that'll be a good squad. And then that also puts my vision back on MG, or BKT, whatever you want to call it. I think it's Meta Guardians. And I'll probably remove Ultimus from this team and put something else there. So I'm not using him in 2 spots. I think these guys are better, so I'm not going by power anymore. I'm going by what level I think they can win in Blitz Sim. So I think this is right about right there. All right, so we'll play around with it later. But all right, then this Kree team, I got to change now. So Kree, love you, honey. I think I already had on Kree actually. Thanks for the likes, baby. And so I probably have Captain Marvel, and I might have her in skilled military. I might have to create that military team. Minerva's in BKT, I think. Just fine. Noble might make sense here. Or even KRG. KRG is kind of useless. I wonder if I do KRG. I think that might make sense, putting him like that. I don't know if I have any ISOs on these guys, so let's try that. Manage. So, no, manage. Select, done. Cool, save, go back. Cool. And basically I was just using Ultimus in too many spots, so I wanted to consolidate. And actually I want to move my Sinister 6 up as well. These teams down here are trial. It's kind of weird when you click on this now, like ever since this last patch. They don't always go. It's kind of stupid the arrows don't work all the time. Okay, now it's working. I don't know if they're better than Wakanda. I'm actually going to put them here. That's probably their spot. These are all reject teams. All right, I'm going to take this Sinister 6 up. And I think they can win pretty high in Blitz Sim. So they're probably going to be an 8.3 Blitz team. So they're going to go all the way up. I might butcher this team and move it around, just create a Hydra 2.0 team for... no. I'm going to keep them separate. Where'd you go? They all seem to be working fine now. They're definitely better than Supernatural. Definitely better than F4. Definitely better than Main Guardian. Definitely better than X-Force. They might not be better than Brotherhood, though. I like Brotherhood a lot for Blitz. I'll put them one higher, but I think they're pretty equal. I like Inhumans a lot. And then, so I'm trying out these. I'll show you them back to back, but that's basically the order I'm thinking about putting. Before I was putting the 2 Glacius ones that were the most fragile and the very far outsides away from Doc. But now I'm thinking it might make more sense to give them the regen and the speed up from Doc, because they're also the damage dealers, but they also are the ones that are going to be targeted, so put them next to the regen. It allows them to be burst down the center and get killed easier. So like before they would have to go far left and far right to kill them. Now they can just go straight down the center and get all 3. So strategically this might backfire. So I don't know, maybe it's better just to put Doc next to Electro over in a corner and Swarm on the far left and not put all the eggs in the middle. because really Green Goblin, I don't have a Rhino built yet. Doesn't matter. So if they have like an AOE or like a 3-hit attack that goes down the center, this isn't good. It probably just depends on what kind of attacks they have. Um, but before, like, there was no way to regen Electro, so if like they were just targeting her, the regens from Doc wouldn't get over to her and she wasn't sped up. So it's kind of good and bad. It's a trade-off. They get some benefits, but they also are in the line of fire now more. So, all right, I'm going to manage, delete this, and then if for whatever reason, like, it just doesn't win, I'll go back. That's my raid team. And then these two bottom teams down here, this is a trial war team that I tried out tonight. I just absolutely stomped a Wave 1 Avengers team. With it, I can show you guys the attack. And then this is a team I just put together. Not a new team, I didn't come up with it. I'm going to build up Grenadier, but he's only 8k right now, power for me right now. So I got to work on Grenadier to replace one of these two guys and hopefully be the highest damage on my team with passive buffs, probably replacing Sniper maybe. And then maybe Trooper, I don't know. I kind of like Trooper for the on spawn, spray everybody, spray damage, so I might keep Trooper in there, we'll see. I just pulled Red Skull off of defense, and I'm kind of thinking maybe build Grenadier up, and then this will allow me to put more of my roster power back on defense to have a little bit more balance. I'm very offensive heavy right now, so I pulled the Asgardians I broke up the Asgardians war defense. So yeah, that's something I did, and I just pulled off Hydra off of defense. So now running a little heavier on defense. Give me 1 second. I'm actually going to check my D to see if they started attacking me, and if they did start attacking me, I will show you guys. Let me fix this. Ragnarok. Transform. Fit to screen. Boom. Now one more time. Stretch the screen. All right, there we go. All right. I'm just checking to see if they've made some attacks on my room yet, and they have attacked a couple. So I'll show you guys real fast. Boom. It's probably not much. Alright, so they've just hit me twice so far. They did use the Power Armor Ultimates, and it's kind of cool. They're not just using it versus Sinister Six. This is their standard Power Armor setup now. So it's kind of cool to see, and actually playing with it a couple times in Blitz, I think I agree with it. I think Ultimates is superior over Iron Man, and I had actually dropped Iron Man a couple weeks ago for Vision because my Vision was so much bigger. But I can see that Iron Man, I was already realizing that Iron Man was expendable, or replaceable rather. And so, yeah, but I agree Ultimus has a lot more value than Vision. So, yeah, after playing around with it, it's good to see what other people are thinking. And pairing up with War Machine passive, I totally get it. And it's going to work well into a lot of things. So I'll definitely be running that team going forward. I like it a lot. And then they just squashed and it's cool. This is my little trial thing. I just, because I broke up. What did I do? I moved a couple of the shield teams off. I think Medic and Assaulter, and I put Hawkeye and Black Widow over on it. And then just trying a couple of different teams. I didn't change my mercs at all, but I pulled Vision off of this team and put Vulture back on it, but since I'll be pulling Vision off of my Power Armor next war, Vision will be going back to this spot, and I think my Vision's like 105k, 107k, something like that. So a little bit more power, but they don't win. They still get Brotherhood, but at least I suck up a big Brotherhood. And then this is the one I really want to see how they approach. I'm just playing around with this full tank Asgardian Wave 1 team, and I want to see how they handle it. I'm tempted just to boost it just to see what they handle it with. To give it a fair shot at a defensive win, but I'm sure it could be power armored or something. But my thinking here was just, and these guys are so big, they'll beat it easily. It's only 420k for these guys. But I was thinking about just like trying to get so much taunting and like survivability on this side. A little anti-blind and 2 turns of defense up for these 3, and then just rain passes with Thor, and maybe a little bit of damage, whatever my 4 red star Thor can put out, and just drag some fights out. Maybe throw a curveball at them, see if they take in something that it's in a great matchup for it. Maybe just underestimate it. That's probably what that defense is really. It's not really going to overpower you. It's just are you going to be silly and underestimate this? And then, yeah, but we'll see. I haven't run it before, so I'm curious what the results are. I just used the Skeleton team with Rhino on defense. I think they're going to be susceptible to blinds. I don't, with obviously Red Guardian and Elena are going to come out and replace a couple of these. I'm not sure exactly who. Probably Killmonger and Rhino. Killmonger might go back to Mercs. I would like to move Killmonger back here and place a Bullseye and keep Shuri there. And then Red Guardian in place of Rhino. And maybe they're a war offense team. I wish they had war defense. I don't know if they have any blind protection. So almost every war let's say defense team has to be very high sustain, very, very fast, or have like immunity or some kind of protection from blind. Otherwise, they just get brotherhooded nonstop. You got your bone, buddy? You gonna bring it over here? Come on, big boy. Come on, big boy. Buddy, my feet are tired, and I'm just sitting in a chair in these boots. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna cramp. I gotta get my socks out. I'll probably wake up at like 6 and head up to the mountain. But yeah, I wonder if I need to. I think I might need to like lace the toe blocks. It's pretty loose. Because I think my foot. These are a size lower. These are 12s rather than 13s that I normally wear because I'm trying to shorten the boot length on my board so I don't get toe drag. You bring me your ball. You bring me your ball. Growl him so get him. So yeah. All right, let me go home. I'll go back into war, and then I might make another attack if there's anything fun to hit. Otherwise, we're gonna do it a low resource war, and I'm not gonna be coring. So I'm at max attacks. I could buy a couple and then still be good. Pimtech, I'll buy one. And we don't get another one for an hour. So, what's the next one? 10:30. Okay, 10:30 is the next. I don't think my Brotherhood is big enough for this. It's defense down. Let me see what I have for this. I could definitely probably X-Men that. I wonder how Symbiotes would do.